Harrow? Tyler Harrow. That's a guy. That's a basketball player. How's your Friday been? Well, it's been better. I'll tell you that much. I was probably not suited to stream yesterday on account of still recovering from the food poisoning. But goddamn it, when Joe Bart calls, you answer. We had planned this out like forever in advance. The whatchamacallit, the Wikipedia speed race, and then I was like, I can't just cancel because Joe is a very planned and scheduled individual. So if you're like, we gotta reconvene and cancel, he'll be like, how about 2 weeks from now? And I was like, I'll just fucking I'll handle the food poisoning. I feel like I have life in my face now, though. Yesterday, but hey, Bryson DeChambeau lover. Is that a golfer? Thank you for the one gifted. Drew Kin, thank you for the 2 months. But it was all worth it because I got fucking 300 gifted or something from Pixels yesterday. What do you do for work, man? That's crazy. Where's the little steak necklace? It's over there. It's on my memorabilia shelf. And I think came from Joe's YouTube. What's up? What's up, dude? Hello. Oh, you shake booty? I mean, that's not surprising. I'm watching you instead of killing a spider. I mean, strippers do they make a bunch of money? I don't know. How much money do strippers make? Do you have a 401k with stripping? I bet at good establishments, you probably have a 401k. Like if you're a stripper at like a high-end strip club, you probably have a 401k and all that stuff. And benefits and all that shiz. Anyway, so I'm still, did the mystery box come in? Oh yeah, I emailed the people today. Because, no, it still hasn't come in. It was the $400 one. I'm afraid that this website doesn't exist. I mean, it exists, but I'm afraid it's, like, not in service. Because I emailed the, like, support people. It's called Porch Pirates. I mean, pirates in the fucking name. So maybe they're not, the most reputable people, I guess. $400? Yeah, but the value could be up to $800. What are we doing today? We're going to react because I wanted to watch a bunch of videos yesterday. I found this Minecraft Judaism video. It makes no sense when I say it, but we're going to do reacts. Looking handsome as ever. Thank you very much. You need a financial advisor? I have one. Are you asking? It's Judaism in Minecraft. I don't know. You'll see what I'm talking about. I don't really know what that really entails. I didn't know Jewish people had specific diets that they follow. It's like not breaking any rules of Judaism in Minecraft. Is it kosher? Is that it? Cherry Smoons, Ambam. Thank you for the 9 months. Thank you for the 17 months. Although, despite the food poisoning debacle, kosher. I thought that was like a type of ham or something. I'm a fucking idiot. But R.I.P. Bungus Chungus. Rest in peace to Bork Shingles. Or what have you. They have 613 laws? The Jews? The Jews. I feel like that's how you have to say Jews. You can't be like, the Jews. Because then it's like, it seemed like if you say it with sort of a stank in your voice, it sounds... So you gotta be like, the Jews! I feel like I talk about the fucking Jews I talked about Jesus being like, King of the Jews, y'all, with Joe yesterday. If Joe Bartolozzi was Jewish, would he be called Jew Bartolozzi? Were you at a meeting yesterday? My friend said she saw you yesterday. Yes, that's where I was before I came to see Joseph Slosif. Pixels! Think of the 5 gifted. At this point, say Jewish people? I feel like the Jews is easier to say, though. He's a small percentage of Jewish. I think I remember that. Thank you, Pixels, for the 5 gifted. I feel like I didn't fully give you my hype there. People of the Jewish religion, I don't know, maybe Jew, whatever, it's fine. I've talked about this 1,000 times, but, I didn't meet a Jew until, the Jew sounds like a sitcom. That's hilarious. I haven't met a Jew, or I've met a Jew now, sorry guys, my brain is still fried. I have met a Jew, but I didn't meet a Jewish person until I was in college. They were kind of like it was like a myth to me. Pixels, holy fuck. Thank you for the 10 gifted. Are you high? No, I'm just like fucking trying to rehydrate my body after the shitting debacle. Wow, 420 gifted subs from Pixels. I can't even fathom. How much money is that? Don't even tell me, actually. Like, that worries me for you. I hope you are financially stable enough to give me 420 gifted subs. That's crazy. But anyways, how's your broken arm? It's fine. Handsome, I'm on 600 milligrams. Pretty baller. That's too much, by the way. That's like so many milligrams. Like, for me, I feel like 600 is not a real thing. I think 600 is like a made up fucking, like Delta. There's no way Delta 8 or Delta 9 or whatever it is translates to actual weed. Because to me, you know, 600 milligrams, I would have 10. And I'd be like, what the hell? Whoa, you know? So I feel like surely not actually 600 milligrams. Use code Fowler for 10% off, ladies and gentlemen. Come on now. $2,000 for the gifties? God damn. Trump signed a bill banning a lot of hemp. Did he? Is something happening with Epstein right now? I'll play Geodash, by the way. That was not 3,000 years ago. That was yes. I'll start by playing Geodash. And then I want to... Dude, we might start with this Minecraft video. This shit looks crazy. I think I'll start with Geodash. I imagine I'm going to be like fucking so shitty at it. But anyways, I tried to do a part in my hair. And I've talked about this before. But like the parts work when it's wet. But then when it dries up, it just looks fucking silly. Anyways. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Epstein, Jeffrey, Mr. Epps, the financier, Epstein, I don't know what came out, because, you pixels are money laundering, because I tried to look it up, and it was just like nothing, you know? Am I still on Hinge? No, I got banned for impersonating celebrity, which flattered. Evidently not celebrity enough to get on Raya, though. I remember I applied for that, and they make you send like embarrassing fucking reference messages to people or whatever. Like on Raya, you have to send out a bunch of reference texts to people that are on Raya. It's humiliating, and you're like, "Hey, what's up? I'm on Raya. Hello, little squash." A ref. Oh, like reference. Yeah, you have to... I got on Raya when I was 18. Yeah, but you're a chick. I feel like for girls, it's like, you know, you could just get on there, you know? But like with dudes, unless you're fucking Jacob Elordi or something, you know, maybe that's just me trying to overcompensate. Someone asked if I liked feet earlier, and this chat was way far up, but I have this foot right here on display, so the answer is yes. You're so jealous? I feel like the only people on Raya, so it'll be like social media, like influencer people, and then like really high up, like, I don't know, like fucking finance guys, you know? It was Toothy? What was Toothy? Ooh, hey, Squash. You can't have any gamer shops because you'll die. I want to hear this dude say butthole. Butthole, brother. Does that tickle your fancy? Ow, dude. Sometimes Squash... Haha, yeah, you guys are so easy, dude. Fucking I just say butthole, and the crowd goes wild. I saw one of the Naked Brothers band members on Raya. Aren't they like 7? What do you mean? I guess that show came out when I was 7, and they were kids then, so they're probably adults now. They're probably full on adults, I guess, at this point. They're probably like fucking 40. How old are they? There was the main one. The main naked brother. Who's the main naked brother? It's not 2007 anymore. Sometimes I feel stuck in 2007. God, my tummy still hurts. Have I come with spoils today? You know me. I'm always bringing the spoils. Everyone knows it. All the MrBeast people. Also,
I would never talk bad about Jimmy. But what the fuck is going on in Saudi Arabia, dude? Why do we keep having festivals in Saudi Arabia?
here's my thing. MrBeast made like a fucking whatchamacallit, an amusement park in Saudi Arabia. And I imagine they just stopped gay people at the door and they're like, we're gonna have to behead you. That's what like that's like a thing in Saudi Arabia, right? You can't be gay in Saudi Arabia or a woman, right? Isn't that right? Am I wrong? How do you know that? Well, I mean, I don't, because I'd never stepped foot into Saudi Arabia. Have I showed him the MrBeast shot dead in Atlanta video I bought on Fiverr? No. Fiverr, no. But I'd like to if I ever get the chance. I would love to. Yeah, Saudi Arabia, they had that comedy festival there, the Riyadh Comedy Festival. And it was like brought to you by the fucking guys that did 9/11. Comedy night! Whoa! You guys remember 9/11? That was crazy. Sorry, but you guys ready for giggles and laughs and some chuckles? Sorry about 9/11. Whoopsie daisy. However, do you guys know what I'm talking about? The Riyadh Comedy Festival? Fuck. Actually, never mind. I hate when people say, like, oh, I'm so OCD about the picture frame is a little bit crooked. So I was about to say I'm OCD about my hair. OCD is not the right word. I'm getting woke, by the way, guys. I'm getting woke. I'm starting my adventure into wokeness. So that's my, we're tiptoeing into woke. Let's get fucking woke, guys. Let's get woke. I don't even know what woke is. One of those words that is like, it's just been used to death that like I don't even know what the fuck it means anymore. I have no idea what woke means anymore. Was that a drop of water that came out of my ceiling? Is this happening again? For those of you that don't know, the ceiling in my office started squirting like 2 weeks ago or something. And it was Niagara Falls, like onto my PC setup. So I guess we'll see. Horny ass ceiling. Jesus Baby Rockstar. Thank you for the one gifted strawberry shorts. Thank you for the 5 months. First time chat. Is that a perm? No, it's not. This is El Natural, brother. El Natural. I just woke up Daniel Larson before the incident. Isn't Daniel Larson in, like, jail or something? Daniel Larson, I don't know if you guys have dived in onto the lore of Daniel Larson, but, like, people would just take complete advantage of this poor guy on live streams, and they'd be like, Daniel, you have to show us your penis. And he'd be like, all right. Or like just a random person in the chat would be like, hey, it's me, Jessica Alba. Can you show me your penis on live stream right now? So there's like a million pictures of Daniel Larson's penis just like out. The toothbrush incident? See, that one might be too deep of a cut. Don't Google Daniel Larson's penis, by the way. It is exactly what you think it will look like. It's disgusting. It is not. Oh, hold on. Okay, I have one tangent, and then I'll play a little Geometry Dash, and then we're fucking going react mode. I want to watch this Judaism Minecraft video, and then I've been perusing the tube, as I often do, and, So you went looking, what, for his penis? Yes, I was curious. I'm a curious guy. But, you know what I haven't done? I haven't gone on Instagram Reels in a while. We could do that later. You moved again? This is the same house in Austin, but I switched the room around. Okay, anyways, here's my tangent. I talked about this for a little bit yesterday, but... Oh, hello, Mr. Squash. There's a huge UFC fight happening tomorrow, welterweight championship. Islam Makhachev is going out to fight JDM. That might mean nothing to you guys. Okay? However, and Squash is rolling over on my keyboard. Anyways, there is a guy. There's a guy on Islam Makhachev's team. His name is Chonko. Okay? But these guys, these Dagestani guys, they speak with such a thick Russian accent that when he was introduced as Chonko, it sounded like John Pork. So it'd be like, this is John Pork. So it sounded like John Pork. So everyone was like, holy fuck, John Pork. Oh, John K. mentioned. I forgot about that guy. So this poor Russian Dagestani guy who barely speaks any English, if you go to his Instagram, it's like 7,000 comments of just like John Pork gifs. And he's so fucking confused because this Dagestani Russian guy does not know John Pork. So he's very confused, which is hilarious to me. Like if you go to his comments, it's just full of fucking John Pork. And he did an interview where he was like, guys, please, my name not John Pork. My name not John Pork, which made it so much worse. He's gaining like thousands of followers a day. He went to New York and like they were like chanting John Pork. And he was like, my name is not John Pork. I do not know of John Pork. What's your opinion on Kirkified pictures, videos on Insta? It's beginning to get a bit mainstream, which, I mean, whatever. I mean, I'm not, I got some rare Kirks though. I will say. Got some rare Kirks for show. It was funny at first. I saw like a porn one, and I was like, maybe we've gone too far. It was this chick with like her legs up against her shoulders, and then someone turned it into fucking Charlie Kirk, and I was like, all right, I mean, no picture is safe. She wasn't naked. It was just like a horny picture. It was on my Twitter Explorer page. It had 150,000 likes. That was like pretty... That's like a pretty significant amount of likes. It's like a normie post. Have I seen the one with milk squirting out of his nipples? No. That one's way weirder. Why are we not shaming that one? That one's way weirder. I've not seen the lactation Kirk, although that does sound like a rare Kirk. I would like to see it. So, anyways, I think we've gone too far with the Charlie Kirk thing because any cooking streams? I think there might be an IRL. I gotta move some shit around to fully plan this, but there might be an IRL next weekend, perhaps. I was thinking about doing the blind, like, the monkey see, hear, do thing, you know? Pretty much what the Calogaris and Sterniolo triplets, that kind of shit, you know? Like YouTube tag videos or whatever. Anyways, I just looked up that video. It sounds like John Pork. I'm crying. I gotta show you this. Hold on. I can't use my fucking keyboard because Squash is in the way. John Gay was a legendary poll yesterday, by the way. Okay, let me see if I can... John Pork UFC. The legend of John Pork. Hold on. Give me one moment. The fucking legend. This is going to be quick. But I need you guys to listen to how much it sounds like John Pork.
No more fighting. Just jujitsu.
What the fuck? Why does every YouTube short have this fuck-ass edit sound on it? Like, it'll just be like a regular video and it'll be like, bum, bum, dum, bum, 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 bum. The legend of John Pork.
This fighter became a meme overnight.
Fuck.
Go. No John Pork.
UFC fighter Magomed Zainakov.
It honestly makes you feel bad.
jiu-jitsu gi. Why?
I introduced my team. This guy, Chanko, 2 times world professional Muay Thai champion.
This guy has no fucking idea who John Pork is, and all of his comments just fully John Pork. And like he gets people chant John Pork at him. It's fucking hilarious. It does sound just like John Pork. And it's also funny he is on this team. Like, this is like the biggest UFC fight. Like, if this guy actually ends up being a really good fighter, he'll never be able to shake that.
2 times world professional. This guy.
This is John Pork. Cubby Cake, thank you for the 20 months. I'm subbed. Thank you to whoever gifted. Well, there were like 400 and something subs gifted. Hey, fella, how are you? I'm good. I'm much better today than yesterday. Much better yesterday than I was the previous day. So, I had a little bit of a, food poisoning poop accident. Not poop accident. I didn't shit myself. But I'm doing pretty good. You threw hard as hell yesterday? I freeze up every time I do one of those videos. I fucking freeze up so bad. Because, like, I could be looking dead at the word, and even still. You should play Dispatch. I think I'm going to get into some... I haven't been doing much gaming this week. I want to do that. I think we're going to start with Geodash. And then we'll rip Reacts. Spend some of the sub money on a new chair. I'm working on it, guys. T-Lao 2 win next week. Next week. And Dispatch next week. I mean, maybe if I'm feeling fucking crazy, Dispatch tonight. We'll see how long these videos take. But I really want to watch this. Beating Minecraft, but I can't break the laws of Judaism. I don't know the laws of Judaism. I'm assuming this guy is going to explain the laws of Judaism. Play Roblox. I found a Roblox-themed video that I wanted to watch. But maybe. I don't know. The world is my oyster, guys. It's Fun Day Friday. Woo! Woo! Let me refill my water. And get Squash off of... Is it Judaism, not Judaism? Put the video next to Geodash gameplay. That's awesome. Okay. Fuck. It's both? So it could be either one? Yeah. What the fuck is going on with my YouTube Explore page? Just give me like a song. How about Big Tonka? The Keeg! Thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate it. Or wait, what's that song that's like, why were you holding your hand? What if instead of Fun Day Friday, it was Freak Day Friday and we all got freaky? You know what? I think I might change the title of the stream to Freak Day Friday. Or Finger Me Friday. Fingering's back in a big way, guys. I don't know if you heard the news. Trump just passed some kind of law or something, like a mandate. I gotta fucking turn this AC on. I'm switching. Oh my god, I put Vaseline on my under eyes because someone said you look tired ASF, which I hate those chats, by the way. Are you okay? You look like a fucking big bag of shit. You look like a fucking piece of shit. I hate you. I mean, I am tired, I guess. I did have food poisoning for like days. But we're on the come up here. But now the Vaseline made it worse. For Zay's food? What? Booyah. I also think I haven't fixed my lighting in here. There's a way to make, like, sexy lighting. I just don't know how. I have grocery store lighting. Alright, watch this. I'm turning my AC on because it's hot as fucking balls in here. And then I'm switching microphones to have a noise gate. What's all over my shirt? I mean, do we have another fucking complaint? Do we have any more? Do we have any more nitpicks? Huh? Shit. It is cat hair on account of my cat. Okay. Testing. How is that? Hello? That kind of works, I think. You guys are on cock, alright? You're taking too long, just watch the vid. Well, here's what I'm saying. Is if you had been listening, you would have known that I'm starting with Geometry Dash. Unless you guys want to... I kind of want to start with the Judaism one. Untangle the headphones. That's a pretty valid complaint, actually. Kiss me. Ooh, a new Fears to Fathom. You can wish list now. Okay. That's pretty sweet. I have never played this game in my life. Fucking Geometry Dash. Fears to Fatcom, brother. This is like very popular amongst the youth when I was in like middle school or something. Wow, it's really loud. It's the loudest game ever. Oh, there we go. In the backpack game, I played Backpack Joyride. Okay, so apparently this game is very rage-inducing. It's like supposed to be the game that makes you rage the hardest or some shit like that. But I believe in myself and my abilities, so I like the soundtrack. Rage Bait, the video game. Okay. You owe us a croc mukbang, you are correct. Okay, normal mode, 0%. Candid, thank you for the 5 months. I lost my virginity to the soundtrack? Really? You were playing Geometry Dash mid-back shots? That's kind of awesome. Sorry, babe, I'm really close to, beating 100% of the game. So how do you... Fuck! 53! That's pretty good! That's pretty good. I feel like the music is still too goddamn loud. 53 is pretty solid. Mouse is better? What, just clicking? Fuck. Have you played Getting Over It? Yeah, I beat it on stream once. Pause, bruh. Pause. Nick A30 beating it live on stream. Fuck. I don't like the... I don't like the mouse. I don't want to shut you out, but I'm gonna have to. Fuck. I need you to get down. I need you to get down. I need you to get down, bud. Whew. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh my god, I didn't even have the noise canceling thing on. There we go. Is that better? Do I sound more crisp? I used to rock this shit while I was taking Adderall. Ooh, I know what I'm doing tomorrow morning, baby! Hell yeah. Fuck! New best. So no checkpoints. Is kind of crazy to me. See, this is what I was saying earlier, is this is going to be a very quick segment because there's no way. I just want to 100% this part. Fuck. Just click. The clicking... What? Did I just close it? No. The clicking is worse. Like, the clicking feels way worse. I got the coin! I got the coin! I got the coin! Woo! I got the coin. And you guys are upset that I got the coin? And you did not. Do I not get the coin? I played this the other day, and wow, my reaction time is not what it used to be. I will say, I feel like I was best at mobile games when I was like, I don't fucking know. Like, when I had an iPod. Because that's all I did was play mobile games. Because you didn't have cell service. So you could only play... Like, I want to scratch my face or, like, I don't know, drink water or something? I have no idea. Fuck. Holding it down is worse. Holding it down is worse. Lock in, stop talking. All right. Are you guys seeing, like, a glitch on the screen, or is that just me? No way, bro, it's 2 hands on the space bar? No, I have... I might. I don't know, I completely zone out. The Keeg, thank you for the tier 1 sub. If you can't get to 100 completion, you are gay. Well, that's all the inspiration I need, sister. Oh! Redo that! Redo that! Run. Fuck! God damn it! Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. This one. Fuck! What attempt are we on? 40? God damn. Try your tip. It's the secret pro method. Oh, you mean the tip of my penis? I thought you were giving me like a helpful tip in the game. Like I thought you were like, here's what you can do. But you meant the tip of my penis. I see. Why would I select a different character? Is there any, like... Those don't even look like spikes! Those don't even look like spikes! Oh my god. Just kidding. If the Lord is listening. If the Lord hath listened. Why do you panic? It's a stressful game. I don't know. Okay. We're switching to my dominant hand. Maybe that's the issue. Squash. No, sir. Play GTA roleplay? I have done that before. No, mister. Get down. And I got called the N-word like a ton. Which honestly is pretty, like... I like it. I don't know. I'm like, sure, go nuts, dude. Not like the, like as a term of endearment, not from like white dudes. Do you understand what I'm saying? Press the green diamond. I'm getting my cat off of the desk, so I can lock the fuck in. All right. All right, 2 attempts from right now. I do the same thing every time. Every time. Oh, shit. It's every time, dude. It's that one jump. I'm not going for the coin. Dude, it is so significantly hotter in here. Holy shit balls, man. Alright, guys. Let's get Jewish. Is that pee in the cup? No, this is water. I don't know why there's a yellow hue here. I think it's the lighting. All right. We're watching this video. Can you beat Minecraft? Hold on. Beating Minecraft, but I can't break the laws of Judaism. I believe that's how you pronounce it. So basically, you know, Jewish. This involves complex rules about food, prayer, and the Sabbath. All right, we'll get into it. I'm sure he'll explain it. It's time to get hashtag Jewish.
Can you beat Minecraft without breaking the commandments of Judaism? Okay, what even are the commandments of Judaism? Aren't they
That was the question that I had.
just the same thing as the 10 commandments? The answer is no. Judaism contains a lot more commandments than just 10, a lot of which are actually possible to follow in Minecraft. And there are a lot that aren't.
Watch Jew Bart show up.
A lot of which are actually possible to follow in Minecraft. And there are a lot that aren't. Let me explain a little something. There are 3 Abrahamic religions: Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. Each one has a list of rules that is at the foundation of their faith. Islam has 5.
And Christianity is the one true real one. Can you put noise canceling back on? It is on. It should be. Is it not?
5 main rules with the pillars. Christianity has
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. La-da-da-da-da. Let me see. No, it's on. I mean, I could make it more intense. I literally can't fucking... I cannot be in this room without the AC going. It is 1,000 degrees in here.
10 with the commandments. Guess how many Judaism has? 613. 613 rules that we're gonna...
I feel like the most difficult part of this challenge would be remembering all the rules. Like, you have to memorize all the rules. Why do you have that many fucking rules, dude? 10 commandments? It's easy. They're just 10.
have to follow within the game of
Much smaller number than 613, by the way.
Minecraft. This is such a massive amount. We need to be organized, or else this challenge will be too overwhelming. It'll be impossible. Luckily for me, the commandments have already been divided up into 34 separate categories.
Incredible.
So let's take a look at the first category, God. The first thing that you probably noticed
Makes
is
sense.
the way that I spelled this. Why would I put a dash instead of the O? Well, that brings me to the first rule that I want to set for this Minecraft run. The God category contains 10 commandments, but for simplicity's sake, there's really only one that I want to worry about, and that is not to profane God's name. In Judaism, the name of God is so sacred that many Orthodox Jews spell it with the dash instead of the O out of reverence. So if I'm in my Minecraft run and I say anything along the lines of, ooh, good lord, there's a village right here. Can I make this jump? Ooh, oh my god. The run is instantly over, and I'm for...
Okay, so you can't use the Lord's name in vain. That's similar to Christianity. Although, you know, that we don't go as far as to have a dash instead of the
bitten
O.
from spelling the name of God without the dash. Kosher speed run. Let's go. Okay, not the best spawn.
Kosher is specific to the diet,
now,
I think,
can't
right?
Say, you know what? I can't say that. There's 10 out of 613 rules. What have I gotten myself into? This is gonna be way too hard.
Is it not all pretty much the same rule?
Ooh, look, dude. It's some pigs for us to eat. Look, we can kill one right now. Wait! Let's talk about the second category of commandments that we need to follow, the dietary laws. This category contains 27 commandments and basically outlines the things that we can and cannot eat.
What?
As for animals, this is what the scripture has to say. Any animal that has true hoofs, with clefts through the hoofs, and that chews the cud, such you may eat. Because pigs have split hooves but do not chew their cud, this makes them not kosher, so pigs are off the menu in this run. But wait a second, there's another specific thing that makes meat kosher, and that's the slaughter method. For this, a shohet is required. who is basically an expert slaughterer trained in Jewish law. And what they do is they make a single cut with a special knife called a shalef to kill the animal in a humane way. Since we don't have access to either of these things in Minecraft, I'm going to say there's no possible way we can make meat kosher, so we'll be prohibited from eating it for the duration of the run. So we'll have to make do with produce, all of which is considered kosher. Yeah, you guys really thought...
It's a good workaround. I will say, guys that make these Minecraft challenge videos are some of the most committed and unemployed people I have ever seen. Like, it is always so impressive the lengths people go to like complete the Minecraft challenge. It's insane. I saw an insane one the other day. I can't quite remember what it was, but it was like, oh yeah, it was this guy. Could he beat Minecraft on a single block? And he did it.
Thought I was gonna kill that pig, didn't you? You guys really thought. Anyways, I think that
Jews are like if Christians followed the Bible. No, Jews are, they believe in the Old Testament, right? And then they just stop. Like, they don't believe in Jesus and stuff. And I guess they have, like, many more rules.
a good start would actually just be to cut down all these
At least my bad understanding of it.
trees and just wait for the apples to drop.
A few moments later.
Okay, so we have a few apples. Okay, after I eat, there's going to be another rule that kicks in. Really quickly, let's go over the third category of commandments, the prayers and blessings. This category only has 4 commandments, which makes it the shortest one. Basically, we have to pray a few times per day when certain events happen, which are after we eat, in the morning, and at night. The prayer after...
Do they believe in Haktua? There's something about produce and kosher law given bugs that live on the produce are not kosher. Oh! Huh. I mean, how would you even follow that, though? I feel like some people are more Jewish than other people are. Like, some Jews are way more Jewish than other Jews. There's like a spectrum of Judaism. I mean, that's pretty...
we eat can be accomplished by typing the words...
That's max level Jew. Sorry. Okay, hold on. I gotta rewatch this part.
Which makes it the shortest one. Basically, we have to pray a few times per day when certain events happen, which are after we eat, in the morning, and at night. The prayer after we eat can be accomplished by typing the words, "Thank you for giving food into this world," into the chat. This sounds pretty simple, but we have to do this every time after we eat, including if we're fighting something, so this rule really has the potential to mess us up. The second and third times we have to pray...
Okay, alright, dude. Alright. What an unnecessary gift to put in here. For the Minecraft challenge following, like, the rules of Judaism.
At night, where we will type a part of the Shema, "The Lord is our God, the Lord is one," into the chat. Again, this is pretty simple, but there's potential for us to forget and lose the challenge. Anyways, let's get back to the gameplay. Now I have to type, "Thank you for giving food to this world." We have to say that after every single time we eat, no matter what. Ooh,
wow.
I hear a skeleton. Hopefully I don't have to fight him. Just a quick little note, there are Jewish laws about fighting, which I will reveal later. But for now, just enjoy. Oh no. I do not want to fight this thing. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Wait.
And there he goes, into Jewish heaven.
Die? Am I in heaven? Oh. Anyways, since we just died, what do the Jewish commandments actually have to say about killing? The main commandment that deals with this is simple: thou shalt not murder. But this leaves a lot up to interpretation. Do undead mobs count as murder? Do skeletons count? Just for the challenge's sake, I'm going to say that I'm not allowed to kill anything unless it's absolutely necessary for the run to continue. For example, I'll be allowed to kill blazes because they're required to progress in the game. Also, if
That makes sense.
my life is actually in danger, like it just was with the skeleton, I'll be allowed to fight it. But other than that, no killing. Okay, it's annoying that we died, but like, it's okay. Let's just get another attempt in. Okay, so I found a village, which is good, but unfortunately we cannot steal anything because that's some of the commandments. So, but I think this is like where I want to settle down and build a house, and yes, this challenge requires that I build a house, believe it or not. Okay, it's turning night.
Is that a Jewish law? Or wait, no, that's just his his rule of the challenge, right?
We pray. Now we can go to sleep. As you can see, we're
I was like, what an odd law to have.
We're really struggling
But there are 613 of them, so.
with food because, like, the only food we can really get is apples and stuff that we grow.
The Jews, they rebuke the homeless.
Because we can't steal it from the village, so, like, I really need to get a farm going.
These commandments I know well,
Alright, so we're officially out of sprint.
as they are in Christianity.
Okay, so it is currently Minecraft Day 3, and we have until the end of Day 6 to finish building a house. I'll explain why there's a time limit on building a house later, but you're gonna want to stick around to see why we need this house. Let me tell you.
Oh, wait, they need a temple. I see. I think that's going to be his rule. He needs to build a church, a place of worship. And he's got to do it before the 7th day, which is the day of rest. Yup.
Okay, hold on. Why the heck am I actually building a house? Well, let me introduce you to the next category of commandments. The times and seasons. This category has 35 commandments, but there are really only 4 that apply to Minecraft, all of which have to do with Shabbat, or the Sabbath. They are to sanctify the Sabbath, not to work on the Sabbath, to rest on the Sabbath, but most importantly, not to leave your place of residence on the Sabbath. This is why I had to build a house. I had to have a place
So not a church.
to reside during the Sabbath. So the official rule is that every 7th Minecraft day, we must be inside of our house resting for the entirety of the day. Don't laugh. Okay, it is now Minecraft Day 6 out of 7. Okay, this isn't much, but this looks like such garbage. I'm gonna fix this up, by the way. And once we wake up, we're not allowed to leave the house. We're not allowed to do any work. We're not allowed to do anything except pray. Now we just have to sit here. We can't place any blocks. We can't
Or sorry, I said Sabbath. The Shabbat.
break any blocks. We can't move anything
Oh, he's literally not doing anything. That's hilarious.
around in chests. Really, the only thing we're allowed to do is study the Torah. So, let me go do that for a couple minutes.
Bible lesson, Torah lesson. Sorry.
I don't know
That was crazy, bruh. That was crazy.
about you guys, but I feel well rested after that Sabbath. Okay, first things first, let's expand our farm. All right, that should be big enough. The second thing we need to do is fix this house. So maybe you guys can't really tell the difference, but it looks better, guys. Trust me. And the inside looks better too. Okay, now that we're kind of set up, we can kind of go into the more unique things about this challenge, and there are quite a few of them. Okay, so before we get...
I feel like it's been pretty unique thus far. I don't think anyone has ever done a challenge similar unless there is a challenge that I'm unaware of in Minecraft where you follow the laws of Judaism. Maybe this is a popular thing. I don't know for sure.
Into the truly crazy rules of this challenge, I need to explain something about Judaism. If you've been really paying attention, even after all these rules that I've explained so far, we haven't covered a 1/6 of the total commandments. So why? Well, we can split them up into 2 categories: positive commandments and negative commandments. A negative commandment is something that prohibits you from doing something. For example, the commandment "thou shalt not murder" asks you not to murder. A positive commandment would be asking you to actually do something. For example, start digging in your butt, twin. Okay, that one's not in the Torah, but you get the point.
Right. This guy rocks, dude.
What I'm trying to say is that there are a lot of...
Could you imagine if it was in the Torah, though? The Jewish churches would be pretty smelly.
commandments that
Start digging in your Jewish butt, twin.
ask us not to do something that would be impossible to do in Minecraft anyway, so we don't have to worry about them. This covers a lot of commandments, but there are a few positive commandments that we still have to follow. This first one's a fun one. We're actually going to have to build a tabernacle. If you don't know what this is, it's basically the sanctuary that the ancient Jewish people used to worship. So let's just go back into our Minecraft world and build kind of whatever we want. It's not like there's a complicated and extremely detailed guide found within the Jewish text that specifies exactly how our tabernacle should be built. What? Welcome to How to Build a Tabernacle 101.
I was about to say, I feel like that there's got to be a section that's a huge chunk of the rules. There is a comedian, Ari Shafir, who is Jewish. He has a comedy special where he details like the nuances of Judaism. Judaism? I feel like I said it right before. Judaism. Anyways, there's some crazy shit. Like, I'm sure this guy is going to get into it. But, like, there's some, like, there's so nuanced and weird rules that not really many people follow. I don't think. Unless you're, like, again, max level hacker level 999 Jew.
First of all, the tabernacle must be built out of acacia wood. No, I did not make this up. There are multiple verses that specify that it should be built out of specific...
I forget that's a real thing that exists. Like, sometimes I'll see shit from Minecraft in real life, and I'll be like, obsidian? What?
Acacia wood. Step 2. Refer to the schematic constructed by Jewish scholars on the exact dimensions of the tabernacle. Okay, so real talk, the commandments actually do command us to build a tabernacle, and I think that a good place to start would be to build the courtyard using path blocks. Okay, so I think that this space behind our house is probably the best area to build the tabernacle in. I mean, look how flat this is. Okay, the tabernacle was 100 cubits long and 50 cubits wide, which cubits are basically just like an ancient measurement. It's going to be about 50 blocks long, like 25 blocks wide. Okay, so that should be the rectangle of like where the courtyard is going to be. And we just got to fill it in. Okay, so I think the next thing that we need to do is we need to build a fence around here. Okay, so there's the fence done. So now we have the courtyard and the fence. Now it's time to start putting some of the details. So the first things first, we need to put this campfire in the middle because look at the picture, man. It's there.
Incredible.
And then there's like all these
He's got the schematics
around it. Okay, so now it's time to build like the actual structure of the tabernacle. So basically what this is, it was a sanctuary that the ancient Jewish people used to worship, and it was like a temporary sanctuary. It wasn't supposed to be like a building that was like existed for a long time. It was
like a pop-up worship center, you know? Like instead of the fair coming to town in ancient Jerusalem, pop-up worship. They didn't have the Ring of Fire back then, so they had to make do.
Built with these 5 pillars, so let's do that. Okay, that looks perfect, just like the pictures. Okay, now we need to do the walls. Okay, so the basic structure is now complete. So if we look at the inside of the tabernacle, basically it's split up into 2. It's like the holy place and then the holiest of holy places. And basically that's...
Oh, right, the Ark of the Covenant. Dude, this is all Old Testament, bruh. All Old Testament. I know this shit. Old Testament gets pretty wacky. Pretty wild. Pretty dated as well, which I think explains the odd laws. The odd 100 or 613 laws.
So let's kind of split this up into 2. Okay, now we need to work on the covering, and this is something that's actually a commandment. It talks about having a red linen, so I'm gonna cover up the roof with red wool. So let's get some of that. Okay, perfect.
There
now
you go.
last thing, we need to make those little diagonal things down. We can't really do it with wool, so let's just do it with some wood. Okay, we're pretty much done. We just need to put a cauldron to represent the brazen lever. I don't know how to say that, but you know. Okay, we have one last thing until the tabernacle's done. So let's go inside. This is the holiest of holy places, which is where they kept the...
Oh, the Ark of the Covenant. Correct me if I'm wrong. This was an Indiana Jones, right? Didn't someone look at the Ark of the Covenant? I mean, it's also like a real thing, and it was also in the Bible, and I guess in the Jewish faith as well. But didn't someone look at the Ark of the Covenant, and their, like, face melted off or something? Also, is this guy going to have to circumcise his Minecraft character?
Ark of the Covenant, you know, like the one in Indiana Jones. Yeah, so I want to actually get a...
Wait, what the fuck? That's what I said, dude! Oh!
couple of gold blocks to put in here to represent the ark, so I'm gonna go mining to see if I can get enough gold. Guys, I've been mining for well over an hour. I have 6 gold. I'm just gonna go to the nether, okay?
If I had actually pre-watched this video, I would have pulled out way many more Jewish facts, dude. I would have fucking pulled out crazy Jewish lore. And you would have been like, whoa, how did he know all this Jewish stuff?
Yeah, man, we're going to the Nether in our run. Yeah, we're gonna get some blaze rods. Nope, I'm looking for gold for my freaking tabernacle.
Jew fact number 7. Do you guys remember the TikTok guy, the morbid facts guy? The guy's like, morbid facts number 783. Jewish facts number 613.
Terrible spawn.
No, not the Burger King foot lettuce guy. Rest in peace, by the way.
My collar's blue, but my neck is red. I've been working like a dog just to keep my family fed.
This guy rocks.
2 gold block. Okay, this is a big moment. Once we put these 2 gold blocks in, our tabernacle is officially complete, baby. Yes! Okay, I know what you're thinking. We got the tabernacle done. We're all set up. We have our house. We've been resting on the Sabbath. We've been praying every day. Let's just go beat the game, right? Wrong! There's one more final rule that we have to follow before we can go beat the Ender Dragon. And it's a doozy. We have to recreate an entire copy of the Torah. First of all, what even is the Torah? Well, it's just the first 5 books of the Old Testament. And yes, there actually is a commandment that tells us that every person should write a scroll of the Torah for himself. So,
what the fuck? I guess that'd be easier than writing like the Bible. That's what the Torah is? The Torah is just the first 5 books of the Bible? I had no idea. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. I mean, I know the first 5 books of the Bible, but I had no idea. That's the whole Torah? I want a Jewish girl that goes to temple and reads her Torah.
how are we going to do this? Well, the answer is the book and quill, which requires 3 ingredients to craft: a book, a feather, and an ink sac. To get the books, we can trade with the librarian villager, which is allowed by the Jewish commandments, which state that we can trade goods as long as it's fair. The problem comes with the ink sac and the feather because we would have to kill animals to get these items. We already established that we can't eat animals because of our inability to slaughter them in the correct way, but can we use other parts of them? I'm going to say yes, as long as our killing method is humane. So now, all we have to do is gather materials and then copy
Yeah,
paste
otherwise
the
the video
entire
would be
600 pages of the
significantly
Torah
shorter.
one by one into each book.
Holy shit, he's actually doing that. And he's using this GIF again. And by God, he is going to use this GIF again. He loves this GIF. I believe this might be the exact same scene from earlier.
Sounds easy. Oh, look. It's
Alright.
gather materials and then copy paste the entire 600 pages of the Torah
Oh
one by
my
one
lord.
into each book. Sounds easy. Oh, look. It's a librarian. Okay, I already know what you guys are gonna say in the comments.
Wait, isn't it breaking the commandments if he's killing animals in a non-kosher way?
It is technically breaking the rules, but I think that this is a worthy exception because there's really literally no other way for us to write our own Torah without killing a few chickens and squids for their drops. Okay, now begins the...
That is a popular saying. You know, you can't write the Torah without killing a few chickens and squid. Amen, brother. Shit.
excruciating process of copy pasting 1 page at a time the entire 600 page long Torah. Let's see how long this takes me, guys. Okay guys, drop your bets. How long did it take for me to copy paste the entire Torah
Wow, dude like me would have actually typed it out. No, not a chance in shit.
into books in Minecraft?
They also did say write it. You know, there are no rules on typing, I feel like.
An hour? 2 hours? 5 hours!
5 hours to just copy and paste? I guess it is, like, massive, you could say.
It took 5 hours of doing this! And I even installed a mod that allows me to copy paste more in at a time, and it still took that long. So, if you're wondering why it takes...
Is it kosher to let my girlfriend sit on my face? I don't know, what are the rules on fish? Oh! I'm sorry. That was mean. It actually took me an embarrassing amount of time to even come up with that. I read your chat for like 30 seconds. I was like, fuck, there's something here. There's something here. But I guess, in theory, if, like, she was eating a not kosher diet, her poop would be technically, you know, not kosher. I'm sorry. Anyway.
It takes so long to make these videos.
Wait, what is the rule on fish, though? Can they have fish? Or you can have fish, but only if you use that, like, blade.
Because of stuff like that.
Every single book, man. Every single one. Look at that. The entire Torah. Oh my gosh.
Insane.
On day 33, we can now start thinking about actually beating the game. Only armor we have is gold boots. What are we doing? We have a tabernacle. We have an entire recreation of the Torah. No iron armor. That's literally just this challenge. It's like, it started, you know, we were thinking about beating the game, and then, we gotta build the tabernacle, and then, we gotta make an entire recreation of the Torah, and now we can finally beat the game. Alright, iron armor. Finally. Okay, I have to be careful to remove the golden boots and then put this on, because that's actually a commandment. You can't wear clothing made of different mixed fabrics. So, the more you know, right?
Interesting.
Okay, it's now the Sabbath, so let's rest up, and then we can go beat the game. Okay, while I'm resting, let's do a little refresher on the rules before I go into the nether. There are really only two big ones that we have to worry about. The first being the thou shalt not murder rule, which basically states we can't kill anything unless it's absolutely necessary for the run to continue. This pretty much means we aren't allowed to kill any hostile mobs other than blazes and the ender dragon, since those are really the only two that are truly...
So I guess, like, you're gonna just... I mean, you're just gonna treat it like a regular speed run, right? You only kill the necessary stuff anyways. Unless you're getting fucked on by, like, a mob.
Required to beat the game. But that rule's pretty easy compared to us having to type a prayer in the chat every time that we eat. Remember, we...
Right, I forgot about that. That was... Forgot about that rule.
You have to type this whole thing, which takes about 5 to 7 seconds. In other words, if we need to heal at all, we have to freeze for 5 to 7 seconds no matter what after we eat, which is going to make the nether in the end a lot more challenging. Okay, let's find this fortress. My main decider of success in this nether like fight will be how fast I can type the Jewish prayer after you eat. Dude,
just use range, brother. Range weapons. Booyah. And then you have all the time in the world.
For this like recording session, I was actually training on monkey type so that I could type this faster. Oh, here's a spawner right here.
Or wait, no, it's after every time you eat, not kill something. I see.
Okay, we got Monster Hunter. Okay, that's one blaze rod. Okay, now look. Now we're gonna have to heal. Boom.
Oh, he's copy-pasting too. Dude, you're fine.
See, this is where things get dicey. Anything could just get me right now, and I can't do anything. Ooh, no, 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 no. Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's not copy and pasting. Damn.
Hi, how are you?
Oh!
Ah! Dude. Oh, let me heal. I'm closing this off. Dude, it takes like 5 bread to heal. Dude, there's so many in there. Dude, why am I so like...
This is how I speak. This is like every conversation I have. I say dude incessantly. It's my favorite filler word.
Scared right now. Ah! There's so many. Oh gosh. I need one more. Look at the chat. Okay, come on. Okay, get me out of here. We actually almost just died because we were typing our prayer. That's crazy. All right, now all that's left to do is just get our ender pearls.
Now it's just a regular Jewish speed run, baby.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really nervous about eating and then just dying in the ender dragon, but you know, we're gonna do our best. Hey, we found it.
Let's get fucking Jewish, bitch.
Hours of progress on this world.
A Jewish Minecraft speedrun. Oh my god!
This is how you know you're dealing with a true Minecraft professional. Let's do this. Boom. sniped. I turn into the world's fastest typer whenever I have to heal up.
How's it going, handsome man? Just Jewish. Just a bit Jewish over here. This is a really well-made video. I'm gonna subscribe. I'm glad this blew up. This is like been suggested to me in every YouTube tab I have open. Oh my god, he did one about the laws of Islam. I imagine that one's somewhat similar, maybe? Beep. Except, this is probably the most extensive one on account of the 613 laws.
We're so close. Oh my gosh, already another perch. Oh. Oh no. Oh my gosh.
Classic Minecraft speedrunner move.
At first glance, I had done it. I beat Minecraft without breaking the commandments of Judaism. But shortly after entering the credits, I made a fatal error. That was a fun challenge. Not really what I was expecting at all. Oh my god, I can't believe we actually beat that. Wait! Okay, before I end this video, there's something I have to do. In my last video, I said that if we hit...
You know he had that planned, like, from the beginning of writing the script. No!
50,000 subscribers, I would do an armpit reveal, and,
Hell yeah. Oh, wow, he really did it. This guy is funny, dude. Oh, that's the video I was talking about. Remember when I was like, Minecraft challenge YouTubers are fucking insane. And they super commit to the bit. That was a really well-made video. Not the best spawn. I'd say starting off wandering the desert is pretty apt in this situation. 80% of the video explaining Judaism, 20% playing Minecraft. I will say I like how he explained... I guess you kind of have to if you're doing a video like this, but for some reason I thought he wouldn't go into great detail about the laws. That's pretty good. WVidya. We got a few other ones. As you guys know, or some of you might not know, but I did get food poisoning semi-recently. I have not fully kicked the shitting. So I am going to try and take a speedy poop. That's my game plan. Do we need to watch a food safety video? Probably. Wear a diaper. I've always talked about how that would be perfect for streamers. You guys have no idea what my life has been for the past 3 days. Gotta let Squash in? Yeah. He's gonna come over here and probably be a little bit annoying. Although we love him. It would be fine if he just laid right here. But... he'll lay, and then he'll roll over on the, fucking keyboard and fuck everything up. Woo! God gives his hardest shits to his strongest soldiers. Goddamn right he does. And I am like... I'm like a sergeant or something. Whatever the highest level of being a soldier is, that's what I am. That's what I am right now. Is that a LeBar Bart in the back? Yeah. Yep. Limited edition, by the way. Okay, guys. So, I'm getting all these fucking Minecraft videos suggested now. Communism explained in Minecraft. Do we want to watch Trapped in a Box for 12 hours with my blind date? Or, I guess we have 2 blind dating videos. Blind dating 7 girls based on their glow-up. I thought this was David Alrizi. It is not. There are a lot of these, like, David Alrizi-esque channels. Ugh. This is my first time watching you stream, and I'm going to keep watching. You're the best. Thank you. Communism explained in Minecraft. I guess we could figure out how big Crispy's penis is. You know, my good buddy. My good buddy, Crispy. I wonder If I don't answer, you win money. Do you see the thumbnail? I guess. That would be fun information to know and just, like, drop on him. Oh! Squash! Ow. Ow. Do you know when your cat... No, dude, you're not jumping up on here. No, you're not. You know when your cat falls off the, like your leg or something? And then they instinctively fucking... when your cat falls off. When your cat falls off your leg or your lap and they instinctively fucking grip their claws in? That just happened. It's better than him swatting my balls. My sweatpants strings were dangling, and he swatted at him, like full claws and everything, just fucking right on the sack. It was awful. Okay, anyway, sorry. So, blind dating 7 girls based on their glow-up photos. Alright. Fucking... Simply explaining complex everyday things. There is this cut video that I feel like we're obligated to watch because we often watch cut videos. The decline of Chuck E. Cheese, what happened? You know what? I'm watching this one. I love this channel. It's called Company Man. They, like, just talk about businesses that go bankrupt and shit. Like, they have a video about, Toys R Us, Blockbuster. Yes, I love this channel. This channel fucking rocks. Especially rocks for people that are, fans of business. Okay? Us business-minded individuals. Look, see, I can't stop getting suggested this video. The beating Minecraft, but I can't break the laws of Judaism. I love companies. I love working. It's my favorite thing in the world. Defunct Land is also amazing. I used to get really high and watch Defunct Land. And I'd be like, huh. How does the Fast Pass work? What is the science behind that? And and I'd, like, just binge their channel. I just nutted to you, by the way. Thank you. So with that being said, we are going to start reacting to this video. This is called The Decline of Chuck E. Cheese. What happened? Why does no one go to Chuck E. Cheese anymore? Is it because we're all 25 years old now? Or is it something else? Oh. Look, he just talks about companies that fell off completely.
You know, I can always count on my audience to keep me up to date on the latest bankruptcy filings. I don't think...
Shane Dawson, guys, I was about to say, this reminds me of that Shane Dawson series where he, first of all, he would always be way too intense for, like the conspiracies were never that intense, but he would edit it like this, like, super intense documentary or whatever. And he would be like, he'd make his Shane Dawson face where he'd be like, and it'd be like, done, and it'd be like, did you know that they put the old pieces of pizza in the new pies? And he'd make that fucking face. Which also I don't think was true. I think he, like, fabricated that, right? I don't think that ever came out to be a true thing. I used to love Chuck E. Cheese pizza. What the fuck do I care if it's unevenly sliced? Anyways.
Any of them get past me. It can actually get a little depressing sometimes, but I still appreciate it. This one in particular, I used to love this place. Chuck E. Cheese is a combination of pizza and arcade games. What else can you ask?
Do you guys remember the ball pit? Maybe this was just my local Chuck E. Cheese, but I remember the ball pit was always so sticky. It was always so fucking sticky. My parents forbid me to go in the ball pit because you would exit the ball pit and the plastic balls would be stuck to your body. I guess you're right. Everything was sticky on the playground. Which makes you wonder, what were some of the parents doing? Huh? You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you think about it, that's like the perfect place for those guys to go. Anyways.
For as a kid. In 2019, 50...
Perfect was the wrong word to use there. I meant, like, for them. Whatever. All right.
6% of their sales came from entertainment and merchandise, and the remaining 44% came from food and beverages, which is good because they prefer to sell the entertainment and merchandise because they have a higher profit margin. They say it's intended for families with children between the ages 2 and 12.
Oh, dude!
Profit margin. They say it's intended.
I fucking remember the SpongeBob Krabby Patty game. The whack-a-mole.
For families with children between the ages 2 and 12, especially for birthday parties. 16% of the revenue came from reserved birthday party packages. And the buildings
Dude, I had a couple B-Day parties at Chuck E. Cheese, bruh.
Are far bigger than your average pizza place. That's because they have seating for over 400 guests, in addition to about 75 games, rides, and attractions, including the Ticket Blaster. You go inside this windy area and try to catch all these tickets flying around. I don't remember seeing this one back in the day, but I have to admit that I would still not mind giving this one a try. Now,
that one was only at the elite Chuck E. Cheese's. I remember seeing that commercial and being like, why the fuck do I not have a Ticket Blaster?
As someone who hasn't been there in probably more than 15 years now, I have to ask the question, what is this? Is this what kids today think of when they hear the name Charles Entertainment Cheese?
Oh, fucking Charles Entertainment Cheese.
The funniest name I've ever heard. But this new guy.
We used to lock my brother in the Ticket Blaster. He would scream and cry. My nephew actually died in one of those. May he rest in peace.
He plays guitar, wears jeans, and where is his hat? I don't know how I feel about this. I guess they changed him in 2012. This right here is the Chuck E. Cheese that I know. I can't even tell you how many commercials I've seen with him running around.
Fuck, I'm fucking old. I thought that logo change happened, like, last year or something. What the fuck?
Around that arcade. As I say all of this, the bankruptcy is very new, but it's looking like they're going to survive. Hopefully they're just gonna close a few restaurants and come back from it stronger than ever. As far as the reasoning behind it, simply put, they've been in a financially dangerous situation for a while now, and then when this pandemic happened, they were forced to close locations, and the loss of sales proved to be too much. I'll talk more.
I mean, I could not think of a worse thing to happen for this specific company than COVID, like the COVID pandemic, because it was already kind of like understood this is pretty gross, but it's fun for the whole family, I guess. But I am not surprised that COVID just completely killed their profit margins.
I have all these graphs made, but I have to say that this bankruptcy is just the latest addition to a pretty eventful history. It's technically not even the first bankruptcy. And how about this? Chuck E. Cheese was started in 1970.
That is not Chucky. This is not Charles Entertainment Cheese.
By Nolan Bushnell, who believed.
Okay, Nolan. Sorry.
Believe it or not, is also the main guy who founded the video game company Atari. Chuck E. Cheese actually started as a division of Atari, and it was Bushnell's experience with video games that gave him the idea. He had sold so many of them to businesses who would set them up in their tavern or restaurant, and recognized how they were the ones making the real money. He said he was selling these coin-operated games for $1,500, and then over their lifetime, they would earn $30,000 to $50,000 from all the people paying quarters to play them. So he thought that he would be better on that end of the situation, but he also knew.
Does that not seem high? What do you mean? Also, did you guys see that they got rid of pennies? How can we do that? How can we just be like, the penny is no more?
But that he needed to be unique about it. He had the idea of serving food, especially pizza, because it took time to prepare, and that wait time was the perfect opportunity to play some games. He also had the idea of using animatronic entertainment. He had previously worked at carnivals, so he knew that once the characters were created, it was a cheap and effortless way to keep people's attention. At first, it was going to be called Coyote Pizza, but then when making the animatronic, the coyote costume that they ordered turned out to be a rat costume. Bushnell's immediate response was to just run with it and instead call the restaurant Rick Rat's Pizza, which...
Dude, I feel like I've watched this video in... When did this come out? 5 years ago? Yeah, I feel like I watched this in, like, high school. Nope. I had been graduated for 2 years at this point. I guess I watched it in college. Because I remember Rick Rat's Pizza. I feel like that's where the inspiration for Freddy Fazbear's came from. Huh?
is not great for obvious reasons. Ultimately, because it sounds chipper and forces you to smile when you say it, the name was chosen to be Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater. Of course, the designs and the details have changed over the past few decades, but the general principle is still the same today. The issue for Bushnell here was that this was a division of Atari, and he had recently sold Atari to Warner the previous year. So though it was his idea and he was the driving force behind it, he did not
Dude, Chuck E. Cheese used to look fucked up, bruh.
own it.
What the
Luckily
hell?
for him, I don't think Warner really wanted it. They weren't too interested in running an arcade-themed restaurant, so they were willing to sell it to him for the very reasonable price of $500,000, which he paid them over a 5-year span. Bushnell was forced to separate from Atari soon after, and that's when he started dedicating his full-time efforts toward Chuck E. Cheese. That first restaurant was a massive success from day one, so without hesitation, he opened an even bigger second location that was quickly followed by many more. They were such a hit that he was getting approached by people that wanted to open their own Chuck E. Cheese franchise.
Yeah, like this stock video of this Asian guy. This is real footage. This is actually not a stock video.
The notable one here is a deal that he made with Robert Brock. He owned this hotel company and was looking to own a bunch of Chuck E. Cheese franchises. The two made a deal to make it happen, then soon after, Brock wanted out of the deal because he instead wanted to work with someone else to start his own chain of similar restaurants. Bushnell then sued him for breaking the contract, and the end result was Brock being able to open and operate his own chain of similar restaurants called Showbiz, but he had to give a small percentage of the sales to Bushnell.
Showbiz became Chuck E. Cheese, right? Okay, I feel like I'm getting... I should not have Chuck E. Cheese knowledge in my brain. I had to have watched this video at some point in my life.
The first half of the 1980s, the two competed with each other, both expanding just about as fast.
Nope, that is not Chucky. Okay, so never mind.
As they could. They were going into debt. Chuck E. Cheese had a public stock offering. They were hustling to get the money from all angles so they can keep up with each other and continue growing. 1984 is when everything went bad. Back in the 1980s, when there was a new Chuck E. Cheese in your town, it was unlike anything you had seen before, so you're gonna want to bring out the family and check it out. There's a bit of a novelty aspect to it, meaning they're much more likely to get more business when they first open, and then you can expect that to slow down over time. Well, Bushnell was in a rush to open a bunch of these, so he didn't have time to wait and see whether or not the sales would fall, meaning he was opening new locations based on sketchy information, which led to many of the new ones being placed in less than ideal areas. The same thing happened with
fucking, like, Chuck E. Cheese in O Block or something. Okay, so he rushed Chuck E. Cheese on Skid Row. He kind of looked like the rat. I think it was modeled after him. Chernobyl E. Cheese. That's solid. Okay, so he was just in a big hurry to beat out his competitor, Showbiz. And then, I guess, opened up, you know, Chuck E. Cheese's at sketchy locations.
Brock, and to further complicate things, the great video game crash of 1983. They really dropped in popularity, and it was not a good time to be involved with.
What the fuck? What? The what of what? Why did he say that like I knew?
1983. They replicate things. The great video game crash of 1983. They really dropped in popularity, and it was not a good time to be involved with them.
That was their bite of 87. Is that just like people just stopped being interested in video games, or was it like Y2K? But for video games.
In any way. Just to put this all together, they had gone into debt to open dozens of restaurants, many of which were in poorly chosen areas, just before people stopped caring about the core of their business. I think we can see where this is headed. The poor sales meant Chuck E. Cheese couldn't keep up with that high debt, so they were forced into bankruptcy, which actually marks the end of that original chain. Showbiz, however, was able to navigate through it. They refinanced their loans and sold off about 15% of the company to raise money. Not only did they survive, they were able to put together $35 million to buy the assets of Chuck E. Cheese through that bankruptcy.
Not only did they survive through the struggle of the video game collapse, they also made $35 million. I mean, $35 million in fucking 83. That's so much money. That's like a pretty profitable business.
So that right there, that is a strange turn of events. The imitator ended up beating the original. To me, that's like if Lucky Charms were to fail and then be acquired by Marshmallow Mateys. Well, the end result was a much larger company that now either owned or franchised almost 250 restaurants under both of the names Showbiz and Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay, see, I think this is where I was getting confused earlier. Because the Showbiz acquired Chuck E. Cheese, and then they just dropped the Showbiz thing and became entirely Chuck E. Cheese, but it's owned by the Showbiz guy, I think?
That's how they existed for the rest of the 1980s. Some tricky transfers of ownership happening, but the two chains remained together, but as separate brands. Then, in the early 1990s, they decided that it would be more efficient to simply combine them. They started converting all the Showbiz restaurants into Chuck E. Cheese restaurants, because they figured that it would be smarter to have one powerful brand rather than two weaker ones.
One powerful rat.
Oddly enough, for the next 5 years or so, the company itself was called Showbiz Pizza, but all of the restaurants were called Chuck E. Cheese. Then in 1998, they changed the name of the company to CEC Entertainment, finally marking the end of the name Showbiz after a pretty crazy 18-year run. Alright, getting back to the recent issue.
A powerful rat called Charles Entertainment Cheese.
They have had trouble attracting customers. They even implemented this whole revitalization strategy to try to breathe some life back into it. Some of the highlights would be an emphasis toward parents. I don't think parents like this place very much. They never really have, because it can get pretty chaotic. So they've been making this effort to focus their marketing toward them, and they changed their menu to include more items that they would like. They've been implementing this Play Pass card system where you use points as opposed to tokens, just to make things simpler and quicker. They have remodeled 82 of their 612 locations. They now have Wi-Fi. It's hard to tell.
I fucking hate the new Chuck E. Cheese character. Mascot, rather.
But it looks like these may have helped a little. But in addition to the unpredictable revenue, they've been dealing with these rising expenses. Just a bunch of smaller things that have been adding up. Higher ingredient costs, changes in minimum wage laws causing their labor costs to go up, stuff that you might expect. But when you combine these higher expenses with the lower revenue, it results in a consistently lower operating.
What the fuck happened in 2014? Did I mean to spell gangsters that way in the title? Yeah. I know I misspelled titles here recently, but yes. Gangsta. I'm not gonna, use the ER or what have you.
Meaning, while operating these restaurants, they're making less and less money from it each year. But honestly, even with the pandemic complicating things,
oh my god, I said gangstas? Are we fucking serious? Hold on, this is aside from the video. What? I have to have a fucky key on my keyboard or something. What in the fucking world? We misspelled the stream title. Us. We did this. Happy Friday, gangstas. Huh. Halloween was crazy. I can't believe I misspelled Halloween, I think 2 times in a row, right? Just one L. I know how the fuck to spell Halloween. Oh my god. Happy Friday, gangstas. I was so confident, too. I was like, shut up. Gangstas. There's 2 G's in gangsta. I thought you meant the AS, not the... Jesus Christ.
I would never expect these factors to lead to a bankruptcy. This operating income has been going down, but it's still very much in the positive. They've been making tens of millions of dollars every year, so here's the real issue, and you might see where this is headed. I think you'll agree that in 2014, their total debt took a pretty major leap, practically tripling to over $1 billion.
And that was
because
because of Shane Dawson.
2014, Chuck E. Cheese was bought by a private equity firm called...
Fuck!
Apollo Global Management for the price of $950 million. And that same year, Chuck E. Cheese spent $113 million to acquire a smaller Arizona-based pizza chain called Peter Piper Pizza, which I think happens to be another really good name. After those deals, they were loaded with debt, and over the last 5 years have not paid very much of it off. When you're making $50 million a year, that's really good, unless you have $1 billion in debt. You will never pay it off that way. You're kind of living on the edge at that point. And there's also one more layer to consider that's been making this situation even worse. Nothing of what I've said so far has accounted for interest. When you are $1 billion in debt, you have to pay a lot of interest. That operating income is what they have before the interest expense is included, which is almost always great.
Yeah, they're fucked. There's no way you turn that around. Pour one out for Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, I mean, it's just incrementally growing. It's not like they're going to have a huge comeback story. I don't think I've been to a Chuck E. Cheese. Probably too late to go to one now. Not the ideal time. Are there even Chuck E. Cheeses in business? I guess I'll finish the video.
Once everything is included, they're actually losing money each year. They've reported losses 5 of the last 6 years since...
Dude, what happened in 2014? That's what I'm saying. What the fuck did you guys do? Was that the, when they acquired Piper Pizza or whatever the hell?
The acquisition. They are really never going to pay off the debt that way. With this trend, I don't see how they would ever really pay it off without something big happening, like maybe a bankruptcy. To summarize, Chuck E. Cheese has had some trouble as far as lower sales and rising costs. Nothing that I would consider too threatening, but then they went ahead and raised that debt to over $1 billion, which I don't think they can afford. For the last 5 years, they've been living payment to payment, and then when something happened to interrupt their cash flow, that was it. I think of Chuck E. Cheese as a person that was living so far beyond their means that a temporary pay cut led to the bank foreclosing on their house. Let me know in the comments.
Yup.
Do you agree with that assessment? It is hard to deny that the $1 billion in debt added in 2014 through those acquisitions is their main...
Okay, so it was through the acquisitions. Right.
issue, but is there more to it that I failed to mention?
And then it never paid off. I mean, what a crazy investment to make. Like, you probably would have been relatively okay had you not made the acquisitions. 2014 was the year of Subway Jared. Yeah, I remember seeing him everywhere, and then suddenly he was nowhere because, you know, child pornography. You can't go to Chuck E. Cheese unless you bring a child. You know what? That kind of makes sense. I don't think... I'm not just going to show up to Chuck E. Cheese. Hey, guys, what's up? I just really like the games. In 2014, the company went private. I just looked it up. Or yeah, that was like their whole... That was like this whole section of the video. I just, like, super was not paying attention to the fact that that was the year, 2014, that they had the, like, the beginning of the downfall. But then I guess, yeah, private equity firm just bought Chuck E. Cheese for $950 million. Chuck E. Cheese bought PPP. 2014. Big year, 2014. So I guess I could have just paid attention to the graph and also the year that was just shown previously, and it would have made sense. Yet I was still like, whoa, what happened in 2014? Anyways, what if I just really liked arcade games and I wanted to go to Chuck E. Cheese? I guess I could just go to like a Dave & Buster's. So never mind. I don't think we need an 18+ version of Chuck E. Cheese. I mean, no, not Freaky Cheese. Dave & Buster's exists, and I think they're doing pretty well. Hold on. I want to look up if they... I want to look up if they're still... Someone said there's 2 Chuck E. Cheeses in Austin. It's Chuck E. Cheese. I could just look at their profit margin. Chuck E. Cheese. $20.25. Oh, I'm Chuckbot. Ask me anything. I clicked on an article about their profit margins. Oh, Irving, Texas. Brand expansion plans for 2025. The successful completion of its remodel program in 2024, which reimagined 450 fun centers across the U.S. I doubted them. Updated games, enhanced entertainment, expanded menu, exciting new prizes, adventure zones, membership programs. They fucking did it, dude. And they have Chuck GPT. Ask Chuckbot something? Okay. Hello. I just need to make sure it's not going to prompt me to log in. Okay, there we go. I said, hello, can 25-year-olds go to your establishment if not accompanied by an adult? Chuck E. Cheese is designed as a family-friendly venue primarily for kids and their families. While adults are welcome when accompanying children, unaccompanied adults might be subject to entry policies that vary by location. Check your local Chuck E. Cheese. No. Are you guys profitable this year? I just watched a YouTube video that said you will never recover from your debts. Request out of bounds. Like I missed high score. I'd love to assist with games, food, or party ideas instead. Fuck you, Chuckbot. I'm trying to get on the inside. According to this article, they're doing pretty well. I mean, certainly better than when this video was published in 2020, which would have been the height of their issues. I never thought about an adult genuinely going to Chuck E. Cheese and being asked to leave. Yeah, it makes sense. Anyways, so I don't know, guys. It looks like they're turning shit around. However, again, this was made in 2020, so it makes sense that they were completely falling apart. Oh my god, Sbarro? Bruh. Do you guys remember Sbarro? Long John Silver's, my dad used to love that restaurant. He would always be like, we gotta go to Long John Silver's. There was a Long John Silver's food truck that would pull up in, like, I don't know, the Bargain Hunt parking lot or something. And he would be like we'd be driving past the parking lot and it would be like the Krispy Kreme hot light sign is on. He'd be like, oh, the fucking Long John Silver's food truck. It sucked. Only eating Long John Silver's for 7 days. Did Killdozer do that? Alright. That's solid. Solid-ass channel. Let me pee. I have a few more videos I'd like to watch. I would like to watch some more videos. Do it with Popeye's biscuits. I love Popeye's biscuits, bro. Okay. Pool House, Backseat Lovers. This song was crazy live. We will hear 30 seconds of this song. I'm gonna pee fast as fuck. That poop was, I have a finite amount of time to poop and pee on stream. I used up all my bathroom time with the poop earlier. Here we go. Quickness. Time me. Side Squash ruined it, dude. Squash ruined it. He wanted water. He was meowing at the sink. He fucking ruined my game plan. Completely ruined my game plan. I got Schedule 1 because I watch your YouTube all the time. Hell yeah, dude. Schedule 1 rocks. Will I be watching Wicked for good, and if so, will I be dressing up, and if... Wait. Yes, I will be watching Wicked for good. Will I be dressing up, and who has... I'll be, one of the animals, like maybe the goat professor, or whatever. Probably that guy. Or maybe I could do green face again. I feel like I've been green a bunch for Halloween, so half Glinda, half Alphabet. Ooh, or I could be Ethan Slater. Huh? Are you posting a VOD of the Joe Bart stream yesterday? It's up, playa. I think I'm gonna watch this. Simply explaining complex everyday things. I'm certainly not watching this video, or this video. I feel like I could explain most of this shit. Maybe not Wi-Fi, or black holes, but like... Microwave? No. I don't know how a microwave works. YouTube.
How does Wi-Fi actually work? How does Wi-Fi actually work? Wi-Fi sends tiny waves through the air, kind of like radio but faster. Your router takes internet stuff, like videos or messages, turns it into ones and zeros, and blasts it out using these waves. Your phone catches those waves, reads the ones and zeros, and turns them into cat videos. Magic? Kind of. Your phone doesn't just listen, it talks back, like, play the next video. Open that app. It sends its own waves back to the router. So it's like a super fast conversation, happening billions of times per second. You may be wondering how your phone and the router don't get confused with all the other...
Yeah, I agree. This has never... I think I'm just too dumb to even comprehend it. Like, I understand at a basic level, okay, it's sending, like, it's communicating via some sort of code I don't understand, and, like, the binary numbers or blah, 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 blah. But I just, even hearing that explanation, I'm still like, I have no fucking idea. 25% speed? No. Oh, are you saying put it at 25% speed? This guy is talking kind of fast. And he's explaining complex things, so maybe I should.
Wi-Fi actually works. Wi-Fi sends tiny waves through the air, kind of...
I mean, his ass cut before the word was even done coming out of his mouth.
How does Wi-Fi actually work? Wi-Fi sends tiny waves through the air, kind of like radio, but faster.
Follow this.
The router takes internet stuff, like videos or messages, turns it into ones and zeros, and blasts it out using these waves. Your phone catches those waves, reads the ones and zeros, and turns them into cat videos. Magic? Kind of. Your phone doesn't just listen, it talks back, like, play the next video. Open that app. It sends its own waves back to the router. So it's like a super fast conversation, happening billions of times per second. You may be wondering how your phone and the router don't get confused with all the other phones and routers. I'll explain. Simple. Channels. Your Wi-Fi picks a lane, and theirs picks a different one. Newer Wi-Fi is even smarter. It focuses signals straight at your phone, like a laser. Pew pew! Can people steal your Wi-Fi? Not really, because it's locked with a secret code. Only your phone and router know the password, so anyone else...
Okay, this
just
I
hears
understand.
Scrambled noise. And that's Wi-Fi. Invisible waves that carry memes, videos, and your search history through the air. Now you know. How do credit cards work? Credit cards are weird. You just swipe a piece of plastic and boom, you just bought a $7 iced coffee using money you don't have. How?
This makes sense to me. I guess I guess I don't know how I could explain it, but like cards have been around forever. You just fucking beep. You just swipe, and then whatever the price is, it's taken out of your bank account. Okay, not a good explanation.
Was that possible? Well, a credit card is basically saying, hey bank, spot me $7 real quick. I swear I'll pay you back. And the bank's like, okay, but if you don't, I'm charging you interest and maybe your soul. You're not spending your money, you're borrowing the bank's money and paying it back later. When you tap, swipe, or insert the card, your card sends your card number plus secret chip info to the store's payment system. The store says, hey bank, is this person good for $7? The bank checks your account and says, yep, send it through. Or, nope, decline. Shame them publicly. At the end of the month, your bank sends you a bill for everything you borrowed. If you pay it all back, no problem. If you don't, you pay interest, which is basically a crazy tax for not paying on time. The longer you wait, the more you owe. Like a financial snowball that only rolls downhill.
I can hear ChatGPT. That is my one qualm with this channel. It's kind of like Paint Explained as well. I believe that's the name of the channel. Paint Explained. This guy makes really good videos that are sort of like that AI-esque, but it's like actually the guy. Oh, the Paint Explainer, that guy. How does Bluetooth even exist? I don't even want to fucking get started on that. So confusing to me. But I think it's at its core the same as like Wi-Fi, like the binary code sitting back and forth. I don't know if this guy's AI though. Maybe. I have no idea.
Fast. Some cards give you rewards like points, cash back, or airline miles. Cool, right? Except if you forget to pay and get charged interest, you just spent $500 in airline points to buy a $6 granola bar. So, yeah, credit cards are like magical rectangles that buy stuff now, make you pay later, and charge you if you mess up. Use it.
This makes sense to me, but also, like, credit cards are very... Everyone should get a credit card at a young age, as soon as you can. Which sounds bad, but debt will set you free, brother. That out of context, that sounds insane. But for real, as young as you can, you're going to build your credit score. As long as you don't suck. No, I understand what that sounds like. No? What's your fucking credit score? Huh? I had an 850 credit score when I was like 19 or something. My credit score is good and I've never had one. How is that possible? Because, like, I know you need revolving utilization. You need that. So I guess if you have, like, student loans or something, you have a form of credit. But you need a hot, like, you can't have zero revolving utilization. You need, like, 30% or something like that. That'll give you the best bang for your buck. But I guess if you have car loans, really any loans, which it still proves my point, debt will set you free, brother. Which is kind of a fucked up, pretty fucked up that, like, you have to be in debt to have a good credit score to get other things. But you do. Not in bad debt, but not no debt. You need a little bit of debt.
Right equals good credit score. Use it wrong equals you...
Mix of loans, lines of credit, and mortgage, yeah. But every time you open a new line of credit, you fuck yourself because you have a hard credit inquiry. And that I didn't know. And I signed up for a Bass Pro Shops credit card one time because the lady that worked at Bass Pro Shops was horribly disabled, and I felt awful. I feel like it was a strategy by then. And I felt horrible. She was like, would you like to open this line of credit with Bass Pro Shops? And I was like, I guess? Anyways. All right.
Oh, Visa.
You can fuck yourself with credit card interest, though.
Your kidney. Why are people left-handed? Only about 10% of people are left-handed. But
what a hilarious, complex, everyday thing to put in here. Left-handed people will never shut up about how they are left-handed, though. They will say that a million times. My dad's left-handed, never shuts the fuck up about it. Every time, like, we'll go out to eat, and he'll be like, you gotta sit on the other side, because we're gonna bump elbows, because I'm left-handed, bro. Every time. I've had dinner with my dad so much. He brings it up at every restaurant.
Why? Your brain has two halves, left and right. And get this, the left side of your brain controls the right side of your body, and the right side controls the left. In most people, the left brain is the boss, so they end up right-handed. But in lefties, the right brain is a little louder, so the left hand gets the spotlight. That's it.
Which is, right brain is creativity and shit? Or is it vice versa? Do you know that, I mean, it's probably more complex than that. Right brain, left brain. Left brain is like, logic. Right brain is emotion. Right? I only know that from Bo Burnham. In one of his specials, he was like, I am the left brain, I am the left brain, I am the right brain. You know that song? Anyways.
How do planes stay in the air? Okay, so planes are metal sky whales that weigh hundreds of thousands.
This also makes sense to me, but I also watched all of the rehearsal season 2. So like that's a lot of pilot shit.
Thousands of pounds, and they just float? You're telling me a flying tube full of people, luggage, and tiny pretzels doesn't fall straight out of the sky? Let's unpack. Planes' wings use something called lift, which is a fancy science word for
metal sky whale. A person isn't saying that. Yeah, ChatGPT detected, dude. No person is saying metal sky whale. That's like alien shit, bruh.
air pushing you up harder than gravity pulls you down. Here's the trick. The top of the wing is curved. The bottom is flat. Air moves faster over the top, slower under the bottom. This creates low pressure on top and high pressure underneath. And boom, the plane gets pushed.
It's all about differential. It's all about a differential of air pressure. That I feel like this makes sense to me, though. Like, duh. That's just like fucking physics. But Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, no fucking idea.
Pushed up like a balloon getting punched from below. That's lift, the reason planes yeet themselves into the sky and stay there. The engines, or the giant spinny jet vacuums, create thrust. They push the plane forward really fast. The faster you go, the more air hits the wings, the more lift you get. No speed equals no lift equals metal sky whale becomes metal ground pancake. Planes fly because of 4 forces. Lift pushes up, weight pulls down, thrust pushes forward, drag tries to ruin your life. Those little flaps on the wings, they move to change how much lift you get. During takeoff and landing, the wings go full transformer mode to stay stable.
How do dreams work?
Dreams...
Yeah, as this video goes on, I feel like it's getting progressively more AI. Although, I would like to know how dreams work.
Are straight up weird. You go to sleep thinking about breakfast and wake up like, I just gave birth to a dragon on a trampoline while my 3rd grade teacher cheered.
I don't have these dreams, dude. I have a dream that I go to write something on a piece of paper and I forgot a pencil. Like, I have the most normal-ass dreams of all time. Like, I'll have a dream that I went to go to a restaurant and I got onion rings and, you know, one of the onion rings had a hair in it. Like, it's not... I never really have, like, these crazy, extravagant, insane dreams. Unless I'm having, like, night terrors. Which I do have from time to time. It'll be like, what if your mom committed suicide? And you see everything and you wake up sweating. You're like, Jesus. So it's either I have, like, a super fucked up dream like that, or, like, you know, I ran out of gas in my car.
How? Why? When you knock out for the night, your body...
Hold on. I'm going to try and guess this. Because I feel like I've seen a tweet about this. Oh, that sucks, dude. That's like the only reading I do now. Alright, hold on. Get ready for this. Your brain... never mind. I don't know.
Body rests, but your brain still cooking. In fact, it goes harder when you're asleep. During a phase called REM sleep, or rapid eye movement, your brain starts lighting up like a Christmas tree on Red Bull.
See, a real guy would say REM sleep. Everyone knows that is REM sleep, not REM sleep. But I've mentioned this on stream before, I feel like we're so hypercritical of AI. Or not, I mean, we should be, but I'm saying, like, we're so quick to be like, oh, fuck, this is AI. That we just assume videos like this are AI.
That's when dreams happen. Your brain has a giant simulation engine built in. During REM, it replays memories, smashes random thoughts together, runs fake scenarios, and throws in your ex for no reason. It's like your brain goes, all right, time to test.
Oh my god. That just reminded me of a dream I had. I had a dream. This wasn't like an XX, but it was like a fling I had like a while ago. And I had a dream that I went to her house and I burned her house down. Not even like out of like a... I guess that is a bit extravagant. That's not like a very normal... no, it was an accident. It was an accident. Squash was there and he like knocked over a candle and I was like, I'm sorry. And then I ran out and fucking the whole house burnt down. That's like a dream that has stuck with me for some reason. Or I didn't remember the dream until just now. Because this guy said X.
Some stuff that makes absolutely no sense. Boom. Dream. Scientists don't really know why we dream. But here are the top theories. Memory sorting. Dreams help organize your thoughts like a messy desktop. Emotional therapy. Your brain's like, let's process that trauma by turning it into a talking walrus. Threat practice. Ancient brain says, let's rehearse being chased by tigers.
This does look a bit AI. Even like the image generation.
Just in case. Honestly, it might be all of them at once, because your brain's logic filter is asleep too. During dreaming, the part that says, that doesn't make sense, is off. So anything goes. You can fly, breathe underwater, or fight dinosaurs with a spoon. Totally normal. Dreams are your brain's way of processing, simulating, and playing out life.
What even is a black hole?
Black holes are the final boss of space. Like, imagine something so heavy, so dense, so extra that not even light.
Oh, what are we talking about? My fucking balls? Oh! Sorry.
So heavy, so dense, so extra that not even
Woo!
light can escape it. You shine a so extra that not even...
Mainly the heavy and dense part. Not the black part. I'm... So extra what? So extra that not even light can escape it. That doesn't make sense as a sentence.
Something so heavy, so dense, so extra that not even light can escape it. You shine a flashlight at a black hole, too bad. That light is gone, yeeted into the abyss, deleted from reality. Take a giant star. Now let it live its life, burn through its fuel and get old and cranky. Eventually the star goes supernova explosion, and the middle part collapses. But it doesn't just collapse, it implodes.
That is this...
like a cosmic sink.
This guy said yeeted twice, and also, fucking, steel whale in the sky twice.
Hole until it's infinitely.
This makes more sense to me than Bluetooth. Like, I guess I don't really get how it works, but, like, the idea of some portal that will, like, fuck everything up in space-time makes way more sense to me.
Small. This creates a black hole, a spot in space with so much gravity that it just eats everything. Black holes don't suck stuff in. They pull stuff in with pure gravity. Like Earth's gravity keeps the moon in orbit, a black hole's gravity is like, hey moon, come here, forever. Even light, which is the fastest thing in the universe, can't outrun it. That's why they're black. Because light literally can't bounce back out.
Oh, I thought... because they're so athletic. And they run really fast. You're never going to outrun the black hole.
The universe can't outrun it. That's why they're black. Because light literally can't bounce back out. At the center is the singularity, a point that's infinitely dense. And
this is going to sound... Actually, I don't know if I want to mention this. Have you guys ever heard... I remember when I was, like... When I was younger, there was, like, this, And again, this is probably just growing up in rural Alabama. That word fucks me up every time. Probably just growing up in rural Alabama. But some people, I didn't believe this would be true, but some people would say, like black people were good at sports because they had an extra bone in their body or like a muscle or something. Did you guys hear that? That was like when I was in elementary school. I just heard that. I heard murmurs of that. Yes? Okay. Boom. We got one. What bone? I don't know. But I'm saying I would, like, kids would say that as like, like definitively. They'd be like, well, you know, I mean, of course, they're good at basketball because yada, yada, yada. I heard that growing up as a black person in rural Virginia with only white people. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Because, like, you needed a reason to justify it. It couldn't just be like, you know, pure athleticism. It's like, well, there's got to be a scientific reason behind this, of course. You know.
Where physics just gives up. Time, broken. Space, bent, like spaghetti. Your understanding of reality, gone. Surrounding it is the event horizon, the point of no return. Once you cross it, game over. No signal,
Dude, I
no
feel like
comeback, just
I understand
silence.
this.
Black holes are space vacuum cleaners that broke the laws of physics. How do microwaves actually cook food?
This one, I want to fucking know. I know that it's some kind of radiation or something. Because, like, I remember when I would get high pretty often in Illinois, I would, like, heat something up, and I'd be like, what? You know, I'd be like, what the fuck? No, I mean, I get microwaves, like some kind of radiation. I get it's in the name. But, like, what the fuck does that mean?
Microwaves don't heat food like a fire or oven. Instead, they shoot invisible waves called, wait for it, microwaves.
Fuck. Shit, okay.
Into your food. These are electromagnetic waves, just like light and X-ray, but chunkier. They specifically target one thing, water. Why? Because water molecules are tiny, weird little dumbbells with a positive side.
Oh, I get it. I get it. Because I remember watching a YouTube short one time that was like, what if you could get into like a really big microwave? What would happen? And all the water in your body would evaporate, and it would be completely miserable.
And a negative side, like emotional people. When microwaves hit them, they start vibrating like they just heard a Taylor Swift breakup song.
Just getting really chat GPT vibes from this, from these bits, dude. I mean, come on.
Millions of times per second. That movement creates friction, and friction makes heat. Stuff with more water, like soup, heats fast. Stuff with no water, like dry bread, gets weird. Ever microwaved pizza crust? It turns into a tire. That's why. Also, microwaves don't go very deep, only about an inch or two. So, that frozen lasagna, yeah, the outside's boiling, but the inside...
There is a horror movie that, for some reason, I can't remember. I just unlocked another memory. There's a horror movie where someone shoves someone's head into an open microwave and turns it on, and their fucking head explodes. What movie is that? Go. Terrifier! Yes! It's Terrifier, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Still an ice cube. You may be wondering, why does the plate spin?
I guessed? Awesome. So, that's the last time I ever trust you guys. That's insane. I really felt like it was terrifying.
Because microwaves bounce around unevenly inside the box. If it didn't spin, half your food would be magma, the other half would still be in hibernation. So that little turntable, it's the real MVP keeping your food from becoming a crime against God.
I had a microwave that did not turn. Like, actually, right when I started streaming, I had a microwave that didn't turn because the little piece fell out, and I just was too lazy to get another microwave. So, like, I would eat all my meals, one half hot as fucking shit, and the other half completely cold. I did that for a year. A year of my life, I lived that way. So, because sometimes if you just like, if you mixed it around, it would kind of heat up the cold part with the molten lava side. for no fucking reason. Well, the piece came out. You can't just buy the piece by itself. What the fuck am I going to buy an entirely new microwave? No. But sometimes, if you got the right dish, you could just heat one side, flip it around, heat the other side, flip it around again, heat it. You go like 20-second increments.
So, yeah, your microwave cooks food by violently shaking water molecules with invisible waves. How does YouTube know what you want to watch? YouTube is scary. You watch one video about raccoons, and suddenly your homepage is like, here's 87 more raccoons. Also, raccoons driving cars. Also, raccoons in space. How does it know?
Last House on the Left, 2009. God damn! Hold on. I'm not getting excited yet. That sounds right, though. That sounds more right than Terrifier. Because it was the, because they, like, fought the killer or robber guys. Yup. 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 Oh! Oh! The microwave is open. Yeah. He had rigged it to, like, keep it open. And then he fucking put his head in that bad boy. Anyways, sorry.
No! Every time you click, tap, pause, rewind, or cry during a video, YouTube takes notes. What you watched, how long you watched it, what you clicked before and after, whether you liked, commented, or just dipped halfway through. It's not a website. It's a stalker with a clipboard. YouTube's goal? Get you to click and stay. If you click but don't watch for long, no bueno.
I understand this part of the algorithm, like, it's pushed out to more people if people watch the video for longer, like, retention's like a big thing. But I will say, like, the hyper-personal algorithms are fucking ruining every social media. I do not need a For You page on, like, LinkedIn or something. Just show me what I'm fucking following, dude. And YouTube has gotten really bad about that, too. Like, if you go down a rabbit hole, okay, you're fucked. Like, your whole algorithm is going to be that thing. You don't have, like, people you're subscribed to. You don't have, like, other shit you were interested in, like, a month ago. Like, it is constantly what you are currently watching. What is the last 5 videos you watched? That's your entire fucking everything on every single social media. I cannot fucking stand it. Can't fucking stand it.
If you watch forever, but...
So you're just stuck in this constant, like, loop of... Like, how do you even seek anything out? What is the point in a browse page? Because you're just human centipeding the same content into your own fucking mouth.
Didn't click? Also meh. But if you click and binge, like it's Netflix in 2013, the algorithm's like, send this person more. Feed them. Your homepage is built by a supercomputer on energy drinks that mixes what you like, what people like you like, what's trending, what you watched 3 years ago at 2 a.m. during a crisis. And yes, it remembers everything. Even that video you regret watching. You know the one. YouTube also...
2 Girls, 1 Cup. I think there was a period in time where you could watch 2 Girls, 1 Cup on YouTube.
Compares your habits to...
There was a period in time where you could watch the entirety of a Serbian film on YouTube before, like, you know, they really cracked down on, you know... You can watch the whole thing. It's a horribly disgusting, terrible movie. And it was just on YouTube for like a month.
Millions of other people. If 800,000 people who watched How to Tie a Tie also clicked on How to Adult, YouTube's like, welp, must be related. Recommends it to you instantly. It doesn't know why you want it. It just knows you do. YouTube suggests videos using a brain-melting algorithm, all to keep you watching forever. YouTube doesn't care what you watch. It just wants you to not stop. If you enjoyed this video, YouTube knows you'll like this video right here.
He really nailed the animation of the mouth with the voice lines. I feel like I can definitively say this is probably a fully AI video. But anyways, I enjoyed some of it. That was pretty good. That's pretty good. That's some stuff. YouTube does care. I feel like, I don't know, the YouTube algorithm sometimes I enjoy. Like, I'll get fed, especially if I'm going down like a K-hole, rabbit hole thing. I do want to get fed that shit, but if I want to find something new, you're fucked. On any fucking website, you are fucked. K-hole was the wrong word. I meant rabbit hole, but K-hole sounded funnier. Yeah, you're super fucked. Because, again, you just get human centipeded the same exact shit. Over and over again. What is a K-hole? It's when you, like, do a bunch of... When you do a bunch of ketamine, and I don't know. You're in a hole. I think it's like the equivalent, the ketamine equivalent of like greening out or something. Science, bitch, why you switch cups? I thought I had picked up the cup and brought it into the kitchen. Evidently, I had not. What's the ring for? Just fashion shit, you know. Been getting into fashion shit. Just some fashion shit. I mean, whatever. Something slight. Why do I have a big chunk of hair missing? Listen, bitch. I wouldn't expect you to know anything about curl patterns. But what happens is, you know, you get these tight coils. So, like, you couldn't possibly, you know, fill up all the space of your forehead with the coils. You know? Yeah, it's called 4C. I believe that's black woman hair, so never mind. What you sipping on? I don't even know. I do not know. What you sipping on? Oh, is it 4C? Nice. Yeah, I know my hair type. Alright. So, do we want to watch... There are a few options here. Do we want to watch piecing together Roblox's official lore, or blind dating 7 girls based on their glow-up photos? Dude, that door opening sounded just like the intro to Toxic by Britney Spears. Where it's like, I thought I had it playing in another tab. Let's see. We have, I guess, those two. Option 3. Oh, sorry. Option 3. Trapped in a box for 12 hours with my blind date. It's pretty good. 2 blind date videos. I'm doing this.
I don't know where you're at, but I'm just in the...
Trapped in a box for 12 hours with my blind date. I mean, listen, guys. We react to Cut pretty often. So, that's what we're doing. What? You don't like this shit?
Corner.
I think it's fun. I don't want to see this shit. I will say, Cut has been getting more and more extreme. Like, more and more extreme. Like the naked in public video. Fucking 3 grandmas trip on magic mushrooms for the first time. Okay. Actually, fuck this video to death. I need to watch this. I must watch this. 3 grandmas trip on magic mushrooms for the first time.
Wow, they look like little dicks.
Yeah, they do, lady. You should react to the YouTube video, Lily Eats an Egg. It's a dog named Lily, and she eats an egg. You know what? I usually don't take suggestions. But I'm intrigued. So, this is actually pulling up no results. So, oh, there it is. Lily eats an egg.
Are we gonna make you an egg?
This is like very Emma Chamberlain, like Quinn Blackwell style editing.
She is so ready for this egg. Come on, Lily. Let's make your egg.
Also, no one said egg. that was just a caption. That was.
She won't drink from that one because she's scared of the bubbles. So she's got to take big gulps from this one. Oh my god, Lily.
Gotta get ready.
Can you do your own
is
captions?
Is this your favorite dress?
It's not.
Oh, hello.
She's indifferent. She doesn't play with laser pointers, she's too smart.
Are you getting eggs, baby? Are you excited for your eggs, huh?
Oh.
This dog looks stupid as fuck. But it's adorable.
It's okay. It's coming soon.
I mean, this is giving, like, complete, like, heckin' chonker energy or whatever. Like, the dog likes its boop snooted or whatever. Like, it's giving that kind of millennial energy. But I do quite like the dog.
Are you excited?
Such a small bean. Just a heckin' chonker small bean that likes its boop snooted. When the heckin' pupperino... Oh, fuck. Squash, you fucking asshole. When the heckin' pupperino gets its boob snooted... or something.
For your eggs, huh?
Oh.
This dog also looks like a rat.
It's okay. It's coming soon.
Right, I'm skipping you to the big reveal. Dude, Squash is tweaking. You guys cannot see this. Squash is eyeing this fucking dog. That's a Chihuahua. Yeah, I can't stand Chihuahuas. My Aunt LaWanda has a Chihuahua. The most annoying dog in the world. Every time I see it, oof. Infuriating. Oh my god. Squash, what have you done?
Are we gonna make you...
Why did a name drop? Because she has a funny name.
Oh, hello! Where you going? Hey! What? You can't eat that there, no!
When the heckin' pupperino eats the heckin' boiled egg on the couch.
Oh!
That was it? You didn't even fucking eat the egg! Did I miss it? Did I skip ahead? Oh, okay.
Where you going? Hey!
When the heckin' pupperino... Holy shit, deja vu. When the heckin' pupperino... fucking...
What? You can't...
Alright, well, thanks for suggesting that. I would much prefer to watch 3 grandmas trip on magic mushrooms for the first time. Hell fucking yeah. TF, are you saying? You're clearly too young to understand, but I'm speaking millennial speak. Alright? Any millennials in the chat will understand exactly what I'm saying. So. Gosh, you're knocking over everything in the world! I can't believe you knocked over my Gamer Sub shaker that you can get yourself for 10% off if you use code Hansum. Or fuck, code Fella. Don't use Hansum. Use code Fella. I remember I had to fart so fucking bad. And there was like an on your back, like lift your legs in the air kind of move. And I was like, I'm gonna fucking fart in front of this entire silent room. Like, it was like fully silent aside from like the ambient, like, you know, yoga music or whatever. But, I mean, I'm stretching my body in such a way that I would probably fart, you know? Did you fart? No, it was the most difficult thing I think I've ever done in my life. Like, I had to be like, like, it's supposed to be relaxing, but I spent the entire time trying not to rip crazy ass. Yeah, room, she would not shut the fuck up about triangles. My best friend in college and best friend currently, he did acid, like a fuck load of acid one time, and he, like, I was just chilling in my room, and he ran into the room, and he was like, dude, have you ever heard Crazy by Gnarls Barkley? He was like, I've figured it out. I know what it means. And I was like, what? And he played the song, and he like showed me this note in his phone that he had written up a whole dissertation on the meaning of Crazy by Gnarls Barkley, who's CeeLo Green, if you guys don't know. And he was like, you're not gonna fucking believe this. Look at that. And it was like pretty nonsensical. I kind of got his idea. Like, I get what he was going for, but it was pretty nonsensical. But he was like, I fucking figured it out. This shit's crazy.
Coordination.
Gnarls Barkley, sorry, is not CeeLo Green. I believe Gnarls Barkley is a band that CeeLo Green was a part of. For the longest time, I thought it was, like, his government name. I think it's a band that CeeLo Green was in. I think. So I guess I did just lie. Such a mushrooms thing to say. I mean, both of those. Such a mushrooms thing to say. But if you really think about it, everything is always in motion all the time. She is very attractive for, what, 70? 66? No, the black lady was 66. She's 70, I think? 69?
6, 7, 8.
Oh! Oh!
Everything is over.
This lady speaks, like, with... I don't know, she has such, like, to me, classic mushroom, like, I'm on a psychedelic lines. She has such classic I'm on psychedelic lines. She's like fucking ethereal temples. She's giving like, I don't know, just like very mushroomy one-liner. Also, that might just be me having a like shitty vocabulary. I might just hear her say big words and be like, fucking bitch. Fucking look at that. You can't.
Have one love, and that's...
Get over yourself. Fucking profound, by the way. Like, that's pretty profound to be like, if there had been an elephant, I would have hopped up on it. And I was waiting for the elephant. But the elephant never came. Mic drop. It's pretty good. Ooh, elephant in the room. Okay, that might be something I missed because I'm too fucking stupid.
Where'd that go?
Or maybe she's just high on mushrooms and expected an elephant to walk into the door. I mean, honestly, if you can use, like, tripping balls on mushrooms to talk to loved ones that have died, fucking go nuts, you know? I guess that could probably go south pretty quickly, but, you know, if you want to talk to them, that's an option, and it feels real. Lady is cool as hell. Cool old people are fucking awesome. Shitty old people are exceedingly shitty. But cool old people are exceedingly cool. What the fuck is this? Is this a movie? Peter Pan goes wrong? What?
Wow, they look like little dicks.
Awesome. Peter Pan gone sexual? Actually, no, never mind. Jesus, I forgot the subject matter of the film. For a second. My bad. I was playing, it was like a meme I was playing off of. My bad on that. Shit. Should we watch Why Do Gay People Sound Like That? because I know it's not exactly the woke thing to say, and I've been trying to be more woke as of recently. But, you know, I kind of do wonder sometimes. I mean, I have a guess, but... Now, it'll be hilarious if this is not a gay guy. Like, this is just some dude that's like, fucking explain to me. What is up with you guys? I don't get it. Why is there not a lesbian accent? I would say there is a little bit. Not nearly as prominent as the gay accent. Which even saying gay accent feels wrong because I'm trying to be more woke. Anyways, I'm gonna pee real quick, like... Because you always do that. You're like, I'm just gonna fucking order food and then it'll be here when I get done. I love Hawaiian Bros. God damn, I love Hawaiian Bros. Fuck. But I'm not even seeing... Why is this all bullshit? What's this? Did they change their menu? No. No. Oh my god. No, they're not closed. They just... Oh no. They changed their menu. Fuck. Maybe their grill is closed right now. You can only order vegetables and rice. What the fuck is the point in that, dude? Ew. What the hell? Have I had the crispy onion Whopper? No. That's a huge person thing for me to have. Sorry. Crispy onion. Dude, the Rizzler has a meal at Hardee's, which is hilarious. I don't know why he chose Hardee's. Maybe that was the only one he could get. But, fucking... Have you guys seen that? The Rizzler. The Rizwitch. Yes. Twitter is such a mean fucking place, dude. Like, if you are fat or trans or gay or really any sort of, like, marginalized group, you're fucked. The replies are going to be like, look at this fat fucking kid, he's going to die tomorrow. Or, like, it'll be like, huh, trans people, what the hell? Like, I remember when Twitter used to be just, like, the worst part about Twitter was, like, at Dory, just stealing tweets. Just stealing joke tweets. You know? And now it's just like, if you're any marginalized group, it'll be like, of course black guys are doing that. It's fucking awful. Musk ruined Twitter X. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's insane. So speaking of marginalized groups, we are going to watch this. We're going to watch Why Do Gay People Sound Like That? Because... let me get this burp out. Not to say the gay people sound any sort of way, but why do they? You know? I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Not all of them, but some of them. GeoGod, what's your PayPal? I will give you money to buy a PC. Just kidding. Banned. Fucking nailed it. Nailed it. Super nailed it. Start a GoFundMe. Dude, I am so upset about the Hawaiian Bros thing. I love Hawaiian Bros. You're fucking kidding. Their grill has to be closed. Well, it's not, because I can get wraps. Did they change their menu to wraps? Ooh, should I get a wrap? Ooh, what if I get a wrap? I love this pause frame. Wow, they look like little dicks. Guys, new reaction images for you. I'm getting a wrap. Fuck yeah. Honolulu chicken. Or no, huli huli. I don't know. I feel like this is not really that authentically Hawaiian. Oh, side white rice, $2.50? Guess who has fried rice or white rice at their house right now? Me, bitch. I'm not fucking paying $2.50 for white rice. Oh, fuck. Okay, I was hating on the wrap. The wrap looks pretty good. Sorry. And cheaper. Wow. Okay, we'll take that. The wrap is cheaper than the thing I usually get. I hate how, like, suggested tip amounts are always egregious. It's like 25% is the lowest suggested tip amount every single time. You know what I'm saying? Also, I want to rant about this for a second before I watch why gay guys talk with their gay accent. Like, why the fuck does every single restaurant or, like, any business really in general have a tip option? I don't need to tip, I don't know, anything I'm picking up. If I'm picking up food, why the fuck am I tipping you? I'm supposed to tip my waiters or my waitresses. That makes no fucking sense. Why am I tipping the guy at, you know, I'm getting my my AC fixed at the car dealership. I'm paying $300. Why the fuck do you have an iPad with a tip option? Why the fuck, when I get my car booted for parking illegally for like 2 minutes, why is there a tip option there? That makes no fucking sense. I hate you. I hate you with all my heart and soul. I'm not gonna fucking tip you anything, dude. Why would I ever tip you? Anyways, went to a hockey game with my boyfriend and went to a vending machine and it asked for a tip. That's what I'm saying. It's unfucking real. It's any purchase you make now. Any purchase you make. Fucking, you have to tip for. God damn. Okay. Anyways, why do gay people sound like this? Not that they do, but, you know, if they did, why do they?
Since I can remember, I've been told that I have a gay voice, and the internet loves to tell me that I sound like the honey badger.
Oh, the honey badgers are just crazy.
How old is this video? A year ago? Dude, you're making a honey badger reference in fucking, what, 2024? No way. There's not a chance in hell you're making a honey badger reference in 2024. That was like prime early YouTube. Alright.
So, is there such a thing as a gay voice? Like, is it quantifiable? If we take out all the slay, boots the house down, and remove any visual or behavioral clues, could you still tell? Surprisingly, science has a lot to say about it.
Science?
Get out.
Wait, hold on. That's chick from RuPaul's Drag Race, Alyssa. Come on. That's Alyssa, right? That's Alyssa. Alyssa Edwards. Don't ever say that I'm not an ally, okay? I fucking know drag queens and shit.
Get out, get out. In order to study gay versus straight voices, researchers look at parameters such as...
I'm getting so woke. It's unbelievable. I'm naming drag queens. I'm saying that gay people don't speak in a particular accent when they kind of do a little bit.
Pitch variation, like how much a person's pitch changes as they talk. Duration values for vowels and consonants, aka how long people hold their A, E, I, O, U sounds, or how long people hold their S's. And some studies just straight up get random people to listen to people talk and try to judge whether they thought that person speaking was gay or straight.
Results find that gay men speak with higher pitch variation, meaning that their range from low to high is much more extreme than straight men. Not surprised we have range, honey. These pitch studies were done in many languages like English, Dutch, and French, and in all cases, gay men spoke with higher pitch variation, meaning the gay voice expands beyond language and isn't just the words or culture we engage in.
Gay men were also found to have longer vowel durations for A, I, and U, aka...
This is based off of not knowing anything. But, like, again, I want to preface this by saying this is based off of not knowing, like, anything about gay culture or what have you. I guess aside from RuPaul's Drag Race, but having no, like, actual experience having gay sex or being a gay guy. The culture, if you will. Exactly. Yeah, despite, you know, Joe has, because he's been in the hills fucking dudes or whatever. I would imagine it is something related to, like if you're like a bottom and you're naturally more feminine or what have you, like you want to kind of emulate that. I feel like that makes sense. My favorite drag queen so far? Probably Alaska Thunderfuck was pretty awesome. The season after that, the winner, I forget the name. I liked them a lot. So, booyah. Although I like Rolaska Talks. That was really nice. Season 3 or 4, I think. I don't know. Anyways.
They hold these vowels longer in general when they speak compared to straight men, but gay men are also more likely to hold their S sound for longer than straight people. Gay people holding their S for longer may make you think of the quintessential, like, gay lisp, which is very
This is
triggering
fucking,
to me. Like, as a kid, everyone would always make fun of me and say I sounded like super silly Billy. So sadly, there is some truth to, like, those bullies making fun.
Freddie Dredd. This guy looks like Freddie Dredd. This is gay Freddie Dredd.
Me about that. But it's also a common misconception because a lisp is when you misarticulate your S's, whereas gay people are more likely to over-articulate the S. In fact, studies show that gay men are no more likely to have a lisp than straight men. Finally, when studying gay versus straight men, it was found that gay men were more likely to articulate than straight men, which totally makes sense to me. All my straight guy friends are always like, oh yeah, hey man, do you wanna like hang out on Sunday? Like,
dude, that is not what it sounds like. I don't know what you're talking about. That's unbelievable.
Do something right now? It's just like, I'm always like, okay, what?
Because of these findings, it was hypothesized that perhaps the vocal differences between straight and gay men were due to hormones, like differences in testosterone possibly. But after studying this, it was found that gay men have just as much testosterone as straight men. So instead, researchers began looking into environmental differences as a possible explanation.
It turns out both gay men and straight men change their voice based on who is listening. Yes, straight men will modulate their voice based on who is listening too. One study found straight men would speak more stereotypically masculine to strangers than to people they were comfortable with. Straight men would lower their voice when speaking in leadership roles, when giving orders or commands, and they would also lower their...
Yeah, I mean, everybody code switches to an extent. So it might just be like a cultural thing. Maybe the video explains it later, but like why it started particularly for gay men to talk with that intonation. But like if I'm around the bros, I'm like, hey, what's up, dude? Hey, fucking whatever the fuck. I say dude a lot more. You know, I'm never gonna rip a fucking dude. I'm never gonna rip a dude in like a workplace setting or something, you know?
Their voice in the presence of an attractive woman.
Gay men changed their voice too, but under different circumstances. One study found gay men who disliked sounding gay were able to modulate their voice to sound more straight and were more likely to be mistaken as straight by listeners. A Thai study found that gay people changed their voice depending on if they're talking.
What?
Gay were able to modulate their voice to sound more straight and were more likely to be mistaken as straight by listeners. A Thai study found that gay people change their voice depending on if they're talking to friends, coworkers, or their family members. They tend to use the most falsetto voice speech or upper vocal range when talking to friends. An Italian study also found that gay men would sound more gay when they were talking to somebody they already came out to, or if they were speaking to somebody who they presumed was gay. A really fascinating study on gay YouTubers found that after making a public coming out video on YouTube, their subsequent videos were more likely to be perceived by people as sounding gay. Whereas straight YouTubers of the same age over that same time period would end up sounding more straight to people, the gay ones sounded more gay over.
You know, this might... Dude, I'm getting so woke as we speak. You guys are watching my wokeness happen in real time. Because I do realize that I do have like a straight accent. Like if I'm with the bros, I'll be like, dude, what's up, dude? Oh, shit, dude. What's up with it? Shit, whatever. You know, like you have a more casual speak. Whereas gay guys, I guess their more casual speak is like feminine or something. I don't know. I'm not quite woke yet, but I'm getting there. You know?
This has led to a theory that sounding gay is an adaptation of gay men to allow others around them to know that they are in fact gay. But
that makes sense.
This isn't set in stone. It's important to note.
Fuck! Yes, my DoorDash has been ordered. I hope. Oh, I did. Okay. Sometimes I will go like all the way up until the last screen and I'll be like, I probably got it. And then I just close the app. It's interesting gay men talk more feminine considering they don't like women. Well, that's my point is like, I feel like, I mean, I don't know the stats on this. There's probably a study based on the shit I'm learning in this video. There's studies about everything in the world. Like, if you're like a bottom and you're taking the more submissive role, I would imagine that is when you take the more feminine approach, but then that makes me feel bad to even say, because then it's like, all right, inherently in everyone's body, it's like the more feminine role is the more submissive role, so god damn, I'm so woke. Whoo! Fuck, I'm woke as hell. I'm killing it, dude. I told you guys at the beginning of stream, I'm like on this woke path to victory. Good night, Therapy.
That while some people may feel gay men talk more like women, the research doesn't fully support this idea. There are some—
Fuck! Shit! I'm not woke! God damn it! Fuck! I just fucking based my entire argument on gay guys sounding like girls. Shit! Okay.
Syllables and ways that we speak that are similar to women, but gay voice has its own unique characteristics as well. In other words, it adopts some female features, but others are completely unrelated.
But what about our dear lesbian friends and other queer people? We haven't forgot about you. While there is less research on it, studies have found unique characteristics of lesbian voices, but they're far less socially noticed than gay male speech.
Of course, many straight men can sound gay and gay men can sound straight, but studies show there is a difference in speech.
What did I say, dude? What did I say earlier? I said there is a lesbian accent, and you guys disagreed. And I'm just so woke that I mean, come on. I'm so woke that I know there is a lesbian accent.
That will change based on who is listening to you. How you're perceived will also relate to like your mannerisms. You know, I talk with my hands a lot, the way you dress. It's a large collar for a straight guy, I must say. And this all weaves together to create the complexity of—
First of all, how dare you say that about me, like to generalize and say that straight guys wear big collars. a bit insensitive. However, I would look past it on account of my wokeness.
Of speech in relation to sexual fluidity.
But what about gay face? Can you tell somebody is gay just from looking at
Yeah, they're wearing fucking makeup. What do you...
their face? We actually have an entire podcast episode diving into the science of gay face.
Okay, so I'm lost at gay face. Gay accent, totally got it. Gay face? I think you lost me on gay face.
Our side note podcast. You can click it on the screen here or use the link in the description if you want to check it out on YouTube. Or
You know what? Fuck it. These guys look pretty gay. Noah Miller. Sorry, not Noel Miller. Noah Miller. I see that. Yeah, of course.
Or if you prefer audio podcasts, check it out on Spotify.
I mean, that's... Fuck.
Since I can...
This face is gay. This is, I would say, pretty sexuality neutral. However, this is like a gay face to
Entire
me.
podcast episode diving into the science of gay face on our side note podcast. You can click it on the screen here or use the link in the description.
Like him being like, that's pretty gay face, all things considered. However, I would say this is a pretty neutral face in terms of sexuality. Could you guess top or bottom by face? Well, I'm assuming bottom, top. Again, I don't know.
If you want to check it out on YouTube, or if you prefer audio podcasts, check it out on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
And if you have a burning question, please leave it in the comments below or on our Instagram or TikTok. Maybe we'll answer your question in
Sure thing, gay Freddy Dread. Baller. All right, well, there we go. Not really a full answer to that question, but it's fine. Okay, guys, I think we got some decent reacts. We're hitting about 4 hours here. I kind of wanted to end with either Dispatch or level 2 of Geodash, but it is almost 1 a.m., so I think I am gonna go to bed.